Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream, welcome back to the channel. I am your host Trevbytes, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to it. We're back to some more TBC action, my first Horde playthrough in probably about 20 years. I'm very excited. Shaman has become one of my favorite classes, if not my new favorite class in this game. I love the Shaman playstyle, I love the Shaman toolkit, I love the Shaman vibes. Everything about it, man, I've fallen in love with, and I am very confident that we will be able to make it to Outland before September 18th. Or, I'm sorry, September 13th. That is the goal for this playthrough. We are trying to reach level cap, or at the very least reach Outland before BlizzCon 2026. This will be my first ever level capped character on any sort of Classic TBC game, and I'm very, very excited. For anyone who doesn't know, I am Trevbytes. I am live almost every single night at twitch.tv/Trevbytes. If you guys don't like live content and you prefer more VOD style videos or short form content, you can go check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Trevbytes. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. All those things help me with the algorithm. And over here on the Twitch side of things, if you guys like this kind of content, go ahead and drop a follow. We do have subscriptions options, but all I really ask in return is just drop that follow button. It helps me, it helps you get notified anytime I go live, and it's just a good thing to do. So drop that follow button. Without much further ado, without much more of an intro, I will say that we did start earlier today a brand new series to this channel. We started playing Warcraft 3. Yes, I am a 20-year WoW veteran. I have been playing World of Warcraft pretty religiously for the better half of 2 years now. Although I've been playing the game on and off for closer to 20 years. I basically started World of Warcraft in like 2009, right around the end of Wrath of the Lich King. My brother let me make a character on his account, and that is where my love for this game and this fantasy world began. And I kind of just played on and off throughout the years. I definitely stopped around Dragonflight. I played very minimalistically, you know, after Wrath of the Lich King. I played a little bit of Kata. I played a little bit of Battle for Azeroth. A good amount of Battle for Azeroth. I played a little bit of Dragonflight, and then I did try to play Retail whenever they launched the hero talent thing. But, of course, if you're a WoW guy, you know Retail is Retail and Classic WoW is Classic WoW. They're two very different games. I much rather prefer the classic World of Warcraft style of things, and, again, I've been on my classic World of Warcraft journey for right around 2 years now, and I've fallen in absolute love with this game all over again. And with that being said, this is my first Burning Crusade experience. Again, I started in Wrath, so I never got to experience TBC, definitely not in its peak, and I'm loving it. I love this version of the game. I'm excited to get to Outland, and that is what this Shaman is meant for. I'm a true altaholic, meaning that I have leveled to about level 40 or 50 numerous times on numerous different classes. I've leveled almost every class in this game. I'm an Alliance player. I've always played on Alliance side. But yeah, I've leveled basically everything except for a Rogue and a Warrior. Everything else I have gotten to at least level 20, if not higher, to around like level 40. And except for Shaman, this is my first Shaman playthrough, and I'm absolutely loving it. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I am a 20-year WoW veteran, but I am not a lore guy. I don't know much about the lore outside of maybe whatever I've seen from Nobel videos on YouTube. If you guys don't know Nobel, he is a World of Warcraft lore content creator. If you're interested in this world, if you like the stories, definitely go check out his channel. Just type in Nobel World of Warcraft on YouTube and you will get a huge amount of content. And one of my favorite videos from him is the Arthas, aka the Lich King storyline. Yeah, lots of great content on that. Shouts out to Nobel. Thank you for feeding my WoW addiction. And yeah. With that being said, guys, I've started, long tangent there, but I started playing Warcraft 3, and I just got done beating the prologue campaign of that, and oh my god, what a great game. I don't have much experience in RTS games, but I can tell you now that I am absolutely hooked. Part of me wants to just kind of end the stream for TBC right now and go play more of the Warcraft game, but we're on a mission here, guys. Like I said, we are trying to get to level cap before the 13th of September. That is my end game goal. And we have a lot of work to do. So, with that being said, we are here in Hillsbrad. We're going to be doing a couple things tonight. We're going to be trying to focus as much world PvP as we can. I did a little bit of off-stream grinding compared to the last episode. I think the last episode I streamed in, I finished and I was right. I just hit level 20. And since then, as you can see, we've gotten our water totem, and we've also done a couple dungeons, and we have gotten an insane amount of gear. I have a lot of blues. I have a really good staff, really good robes, really good shoulders. I'm stacked, boys. I'm absolutely stacked. Level 24, and yeah, could not be more happy with where my troll shaman is. So yeah, we're gonna be in Hillsbrad. I am going to be doing some dungeon grinding, but I do want to wait a little bit to dive into that because the last episode did get consumed mostly by one single Wailing Caverns run. And I hate Wailing Caverns. It's my least favorite dungeon in the game. One of. And very excited to just kind of do a little bit of questing out in the open world and hopefully run into some Alliance scum. I say that with love. I'm an Alliance player, but we're on Horde right now, so roleplay is what roleplay is. But yes, hopefully we run into some Alliance dogs and we can put them down as they so deserve. Hopefully we can run into some people closer to my level. If anyone's played in Hillsbrad, you know that this place is absolutely full of high-level people that love to gank a lobby, and I don't want that to happen. But nonetheless, we'll see what happens. What's going on, Nitsua? Welcome in, brother. Always a pleasure to see your name pop up in the chat box. Such a good guy, man. Such a great support to the stream. Shouts out to Nitsua. Always coming in and showing love. Absolute legend, my guy. But yeah, boys, I mean, we're cooking. Like I said, as an elemental shaman, my gear is fucking phenomenal. As you can see, we have 1,500, almost 1,600 mana. We have a very good amount of stamina. We're just fucking cooking, boys. Absolutely cooking. I got me my little pet, my little companion right here, my great horned owl. He is who we're going to take on this journey with us. The only time I see myself replacing my little owl pet is if I come across a dragon whelpling, which those things cost like 800 bucks on the auction house, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. But alas, I got my incense lit. Quick little plug for the Ganesh incense sticks, y'all. $2.22 at Walmart. Go get you some of these. They come in a variety of smells. I highly recommend the jasmine, sandalwood, and Nag Champa smells. If you want your place to smell like heaven, $2.22 after tax at Walmart, and you'll have 40 incense sticks to make your entire house smell heavenly. And you can't forget, I got my Monster energy drink here. The green Monster. We're unleashing the beast. It helps fuel me for all the streams and keeps my social battery pretty high. And yeah, shouts out to them. Shouts out to Monster. Shouts out to Ganesh Sticks. Hopefully we get a sponsor one day. You knew it. Yeah, I'm not, brother. You already know. I've basically added the 12 packs of Monster to every shopping incursion I go on. If I hit up a grocery store, which is Walmart, it's really the only one I go to, I make sure to leave with a 12-pack of Monster because it's so much cheaper. You can go to the gas station and you could buy 2 for $10, or you can go spend $24 and get 12 of them. I don't know much about economics or mathematics, but that sounds like a way better deal to me. But nonetheless, y'all, let's get this thing going. I'm going to throw my glasses on. You know the rules. Once the glasses go on, the sex appeal drops by about 10%, but all my other stats get a 15% increase, so it's keeping the pendulum, balanced. Let's go kill some Alliance farmhands. Shut these fuckers down, man. We'll start with this. Now, usually, boys, there is at least one, if not two, high-level opposite faction characters, I would say, because even when I was an Alliance player and I was over here, there's always a level like 70 horde hanging around. While also, now that I'm a horde and I'm leveling over here, I guarantee you there's going to be some form of an Alliance dog somewhere lurking in the shadows, waiting to one-shot a Lobby. It is what it is. We're on the Night Slayer realm. PvP is well. I don't care how much higher level you are. Just know that if you are a higher level than me, and you're going to gank me, I will be adding your name to the hit list, and I will be following you down, and I will be fucking your ass up. No exceptions. We run a tight ship here, and I will fucking find you and kill you. We already have one person on that hit list, a level 70 paladin named Valyetta. Stupid bimbo thought that she could come and gank me while I was taking a piss. I basically hopped on the Alliance alt account just so that I could call her a couple names and tell her how trash she is, and then I logged off, and now we're back.
That's team recharge in.
But best believe, I will call you out. I will log on to the Alliance character, I will call you out, call you a noob, and then I will add your name to the hit list. So, Alliance, you have been warned. I have 2 accounts, so I will be able to call you and talk shit and tell you that you should not be ganking Lobies in Hillsbrad. Oh! Look at that! A horde rogue. I told you, there's always someone of higher level in this area because this is a great leveling spot. This is one of my favorite leveling spots and quest chains in the whole game. Well, I've only made it to level 50, but you get what I'm saying. So far. Level 29 rogue? I don't think we could take on the rogue. I was going to go duel him, but instead I'll just smack this chick. There we go. I'll take what I can get. Alright. Hillsbrad farmhand.
I can't cast
Fuck him up,
out
please. Yeah, I'm Trevbytes, troll shaman, slayer of all chickens. There's not a chicken on this farm that's going to be safe from my fire. Slayer of cocks. Wait. That didn't sound right. Pause. No diddy. I didn't mean that. Do not clip that out of context, because I did not mean that. Slayer of chickens. God, now I'm going to be known as the Horde Cock Slayer. Fuck. What was I thinking? Trevbytes, Slayer of Cocks. Boom. Blacksmith. I think we have to take down how many of those? Ooh. I love that proc sound. It sounds so good. Pink. We are almost to Chain Lightning. We have to get to level 32. Chain Lightning is one of my favorite spells in this entire game. Right behind Moonbeam. I like Moonbeam. It's really fun to use in any iteration. But Chain Lightning is also one of my other favorite skills. Absolutely. I'm sorry, it's not Moonbeam. It's called Moonfire. Moonbeam or Moonfire. One of those two. The Druid skill. Yeah, everyone knows what I'm talking about. Let's see what's going on in general chat. Let's see if there's anybody out there that wants to talk to us. Yeah, guys, I had such a good time playing Warcraft earlier. I just want to go play more of it. I really do. but we gotta do 2 games here, man. Part of me, I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. That's a big reason why I didn't stream last night. So last night I got off work later than usual, but not too late. I definitely could have streamed at least a couple hours if I wanted to. For those of y'all who are new to the channel, I'm an overnight streamer. I have been for the last 3 months. I am in the mid-south of the US of A. So usually and you know, I'm a bartender server, so I get off late. And usually my streams consist of me streaming, you know, around 9 p.m., sometimes around midnight, depending on how late I get off, and then streaming through the night. But I am looking to switch professions and try to go find another job. Not because of any specific reason other than the fact that I'm getting absolutely burnt out doing what I do. I want to go try something new, challenge myself in the world, and I just want some change in my life. Again, serving bartending, it's a great gig. It's something that I will probably do as a side hustle if needed for as long as possible. Because again, it's just such easy money if you know what you're doing. But, let me make sure I'm not killing everyone's ears. But, I'm not. I want to do something else, man. There's not much challenge in serving bartending at all, really. I mean, your job, the hardest part of your job is the social aspect, which is a blessing and a curse. I want to go into sales or something along those lines. Fuck, they always So, I do need to switch my sleeping habits up. I do, man. I need to try to find a way to get to bed before fucking 3 a.m., but I just can't. Yeah, man, I want to do sales really bad, and I do. Oh, there we go. There's the ganking. There it is, boys. And it's a fucking gnome. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Hold on, boys. I gotta pull up the notepad. Fucking Savd. Matter of fact, I'm gonna whisper this little bitch. Just to let him know I think he's a bitch. I'm doing it. I'm pulling up the alt account. I'm going to the alliance side. I'm going to whisper that. Oh, look. What a badass. I'm going to go whisper this little shit-faced gnome, and I'm going to tell him he's a bitch. Alright, boys, real quick. What was his name? Savd. Let me go whisper that little fuck. And call him a pussy. And then I'm going to add his name to the hit list. Fucking shit. Watch this, boys. This is one of the good things about having... Look here, you little shit. Try that again, I dare you. Gnome scum. Get wrecked. Your mother was a whore, and your father smelled of elderberries. And your father smelled like elderberries. Alright. That's all we needed. I said what I said. Let's log out. And let's get off this account. Savd. Level 28 Gnome Rogue. Added to the hit list. He's fucked. He's absolutely fucked. Shouts out to this guy. Shouts out to that Blood Elf Paladin. Fuck that gnome. Savd. I'm gonna remember that name.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, shouts out to this badass paladin, man. He's for the boys. He's for the homies. What's his name? Seer. See ya.
Can't cast that yet.
Fuck that up. Fuck that up, boys.
That's still recharging.
Alright.
Spell isn't ready yet.
Stupid fucking no. I'm not in dungeon. No, I just did. I didn't want to. Anyway. Trying to do this shit solo. I guarantee you that little gnome fucker's somewhere over here hanging out. Fuck the gnomes. For real. Ah! He said, how did you whisper me? He's confused. See, we're playing mind games here, y'all. He may have got me with the gank, but he'll never get me in spirit. I guarantee you, we threw him off completely. We threw him off his game. He's like, how did you whisper me, bro? He doesn't know that it was from an alt account. The dumbass. The name is very similar, but I had a different alt code. So he's just confused. He's just like, what the fuck? Snow. Or this troll shaman. He can whisper through the void? What is this? What is this magic? He said, how did you whisper me? That was pretty cool. He's about to try to gank us again. I'm gonna bait him out with one of these fire nodes.
I'm out of range.
I need to bait out this fire nova totem. There's no way. Oh, I didn't realize that was Kabbalah. I thought it was a random peasant. Okay, sweet. Well, there goes Farmer Kabbalah. She's done. Dead. Finished. Now we gotta go kill Miner. Miner Hackett's the hard one. He takes forever to find, boys.
That's still recharging.
I guarantee you, he's gonna get hit by that fire nova.
That spell isn't ready.
Fuck you, gnome!
I can't cast that yet.
You have no mana. What a dumbass. What a bitch. Oh, this motherfucker. He's toying with us, boys. Come out and fight me like a man. Fight me like a man, you turd. Little fucking little gnome bitch. Turd boy. I love Fire Nova. Oh, by the way, next level, I'm going to get Magma Totem, boys, which is insane. Insanely OP. He's going to sap us here soon, I know it.
That's still recharging. Ready yet.
He's definitely going to sap us soon. I would. If I was a rogue, I would be sad
Cast that
right
yet.
about now, but this Fire Nova Totem's gonna keep him at bay, at least every few seconds. How does he type like that, though? Oh well. If we die, we die, boys. It is what it is. He's 5 levels above us, and he's a rogue.
That's your charge in.
But yeah, I absolutely love the shamans, man. They basically have a skill for every situation you can come across. They have freezes, they have interrupts, they have heals, they have buffs. Like everything that you want in a class, shamans have.
I can't cast that yet.
He said, that little bastard. That guy gets it. Plus, he gave us a stamina buff. What a
I want to
badass.
get closer.
What a real one.
It's too far away.
That's my favorite thing. We threw him off when we whispered, and he was like, how? How did he do that? What is this shamanistic magic that I'm unaware of? You know?
That's still recharging.
God, a lot of my spells get resisted. Maybe I do need to buy that. Gosh!
I can't cast that
Big
yet.
damage, boys. Oh, gosh! Fucking, I'm allergic to gnome bullshit. Fuck! Alright, let's whisper him. Let's whisper him again, boys. Just to talk a little more shit. Let's whisper him one more time. Why not? Just so that we can tell him he's a dick. Just so that we can tell him. Let's whisper him again. He said, how are you sting me? He said, wait, please. You can't figure it out? Alright, so now we're done mind fucking him. He said it's a different account, right? Yeah, he figured it out. I forgot y'all can't see my other screen, my other account, but yeah, he was very confused. Basically, we whispered him, and I told him, "Listen here, you little shit," and he said, "Dude, how are you whispering me?" He said, "That's why I killed you again. I need to know your ways." That's literally what he said. And I told him, basically, quit fucking with me. Use your eyeballs and you can figure it out. And he said, "Oh, you must be on another account." That's what he said. So he's probably going to kill us again. But it's fine. We're actually about to probably go queue a dungeon. I want to do I might try to do a Nomergon, man. We'll either do a Razorfenin Kraul or a Nomergon, because I have everything I need from Shadowfang Keep. Big Dick Trev. Goddamn right, brother. Fuck that little gnome. He's lucky I'm not level 29 or I'd starch his ass. But he did one-shot me, which is kind of crazy. That means he did enough damage to do 800... He did 804 damage with one backstab. Or whatever it is rogues have. I don't know. I know they have two ambush moves. They have ambush and backstab, I think. And he one-shot me with one of them. So he's probably got pretty decent daggers, too. What I need, boys, is I need to find a badass enchanter to give me, like, plus 40 spell power for free. For free. And I will throw it on my next one-hander that I find. But this is the goal, boys. We're going to go do Razorfenin Kraul, or we're going to do Nomergon. The only reason I'm doing Nomergon is because I want that blue helm. That blue helm with the plus 15 intellect and the lightning shield. Insane. I got it on my mage on the Alliance side. And it's such a great headpiece. It's actually probably gonna... I mean, you get it in Nomergon, and you can probably use it until probably... Oh, I forgot. There's also a really good leather helm in Razorfenin Kraul for shamans. So that's the goal, is we get one of those two. Alright, I bet you the little shit's somewhere over here. Throw down a Fire Nova, see if we can bait him out. Alright, he's not here. And we just got that stamina buff from the priest. That sucks that we just lost it. Oh, maybe this priest will give us one. No, he's just gonna keep it walking. He's gonna keep it trucking. Well, alright then. Let's kill this mountain lion. Hopefully we'll get some blood from him. So yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting. That level 29 rogue is probably the closest we're gonna have to world PvP on our level. But he's also a rogue, and he's never gonna come out of stealth. Unless he's ganking us. So, it's gonna be tough in world PvP. Yeah, I mean, he's level 29. I'm level 24. It'd be tough even if he wasn't a rogue. The fact that he's a rogue, it's basically impossible.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Are we queued for healer, by the way? Yes, we are. Alright, so who else do we need? Really, we just need to kill peasants and get skulls. So we need to kill 15. We need 12 more peasants. Alright, let's see if we can make something happen here, boys. Hopefully we don't get kicked by that little no.
That's still recharging.
And we got a skull. Nice. Let's kill this one. Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Freeze! But yeah, I forgot. I got distracted by that rogue, and I was trying to explain how I am trying to fix my sleep schedule, and there's a chance that I won't be streaming too long tonight. But then again, so basically what happened, that fucking rogue, through my train of thought, completely derailed it. So basically last night I got off at like 11. And again, usually I try to go live around midnight on nights that I work. But when I got off, what the fuck? Oh, he's distracted us. What was that? He definitely just did something to me. What did he do? Oh, that fucking rogue. But yeah, let me see if I can jump on this roof. I don't think I can. I got off last night, and when I got out of the shower, I just kind of laid in my bed for a minute, just kind of decompress. And I almost fell asleep. And me falling asleep before midnight is crazy. It's very, very rare, because I do suffer from insomnia pretty bad. And again, like, I was just kind of laying there scrolling through my phone, and my eyes got so heavy that I legit ended up passing out for a quick period. And then I woke up close to midnight, and you know, you wake up and you're in that point where you could very easily go back to bed. So I was like, dude, I really need to go stream. But then I kind of thought about it. I was like, no, this is actually the perfect opportunity to try to fix your sleep schedule. So I said, fuck it, we'll just skip stream tonight, and I will, I'll just go to bed early and wake up at like 8 in the morning, and then, you know, power through tomorrow, you know, and then go to bed, start trying to go to bed at a decent time. But what happened is I did end up falling back asleep before midnight, and then, no joke, I woke up at 2 in the morning, wide awake. So I got 2 hours of sleep last night. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I sat there. I was like, okay, Trev. Part of me wanted to just get up and go stream. I was like, all right, well, that's 2 hours of sleep. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to go back to stream. I should probably hop on a stream, at least do 2 hours. But I said, no, I'm going to lay in bed and force myself to go back to sleep. And I sat there, boys. I sat there and I watched the entire Demon Slayer Entertainment District arc in one sitting. I watched all fucking episodes trying to go to sleep. And then it was, what was it, 6 something in the morning is when I finally got up, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to sleep. So 6 a.m. rolled around, I got up, I hopped on the WoW character for a little bit. I think I did one Black Fathom Depths dungeon, and then at that point it was like 7:30, and then I was exhausted. 7:30 rolled around, and I told myself I'm just going to power through. I'm off today, so there's it's going to be very easy just to stay awake and stream all day. But of course, I couldn't make it to 8 o'clock. So 7:30, I fell back asleep, and then I woke up at like 3 p.m. And it fucking sucked, dude. So now, I'm like, fuck, Trev, I want to try to lay down around midnight and see if I can fix this damn sleep schedule. But the fact that I slept until 3 p.m. today, I doubt that's gonna be possible. And it just sucks, man. The one night that I had a solid opportunity to try to set my sleep schedule somewhat normal, I couldn't do it. I just could not do it, man. It's rough dealing with insomnia. It really fucking is. And that's why I smoked weed for so long, man. Because, you know, I'll pop an edible and I'll be out. But I don't do that anymore, so just completely freeballing this thing. It's not easy, boys. It's not an easy time. I need some kind of remedy. I think what I'm going to do tonight is around probably 2 a.m. I think I'm going to go run on the treadmill, see if maybe doing some cardio helps me sleep. Because I do. I ate a lot of pasta today, so I do need to do some kind of cardio. And I'm going to hope maybe if I knock out a quick mile on the treadmill, then I can just take a shower and pass out. Try to wake up at like 9 a.m. Make it solid 7 hours, you know, but we'll see. We'll see if that works. Because the plan is if I can fix my sleep schedule, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wake up at 9 in the morning, and then, you know, hang out, stretch, do my thing for an hour or two, and then about 11 a.m. is when I'm going to start more of the Warcraft 3 streams. And then at 11 a.m. I'll probably stream till 1 or 2, and then get ready for work, go to work, get off work, hopefully around midnight, stream for about 2 hours of TBC, and then that's kind of the routine I can you know, make. Because ideally, I want to try to start waking up about 9 a.m. every day. But again, being a night shift worker, sometimes I don't get out of work until 2:33 in the morning, and it's just not easy, man. Good thing I stopped that. It's not easy. It will be, if I can make it work. Granted, again, I slept until 3 p.m. today because of my attempt last night at trying to sleep at a decent time. It just didn't work. That waking up at 2 a.m. and then staying awake until 7:30, that was fucking rough. And that kind of butchered any kind of sleep schedule I could possibly have, you know? So, we're gonna see if we can make something happen. But I'm also off Monday and Tuesday, so that is when I'm gonna really try to lock it. If I can't knock it down tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday is gonna be another opportunity to try. Because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing really, you know, living the life that I live, there's really no reason for me to want to fix my sleep schedule outside of just personal preference. I'm sick of sleeping until midnight, or until midday. Again, it's not like I stream all throughout the night, so it's not like I'm just kind of doing it for no reason, but I do want to start prioritizing my streams more in the daytime. And then, you know, because the job that I'm aiming for, man, I'm going to be going to work at 5:30 in the morning, and then I'm going to be getting off at 2. And I think that's the perfect work schedule. This little fuck, man, this little fucker. See if we can get someone to take out this gnome. Oh yeah, I do love that, man. I am excited, especially the fact that we started a brand new game series. Like, it's all I want to do right now is just play more Warcraft 3, dude. Like, right. No, 9 to 5:30 seems rough. It really does, bro. Because 9 to 5:30, it's like, okay, you get off 5:30, you're showered, you're done with your day by 6, especially if you have kids. Spend a little time with the fam bam, you know, and then by the time you have to just kind of relax and game and do your own thing, it's probably what? So traffic, yeah, see, I'm lucky, I live right by work. And especially where you're located, I imagine traffic's a bitch. So yeah, again, so you're probably unwinding, you're probably just getting to the point where you can hang out with the fam 6:37. Do that for an hour or so. So then you start actually gaming and relaxing or whatever at like 9. And then of course you have to get up at 9. So you only can do that for. I hate when I feel like I'm on a timer. When I feel like I'm on a timer and I have a time, like that's why I don't like to stream before work. I have plenty of time to do it before work, but it's just sitting there knowing, like, okay, here around 3 o'clock I'm gonna have to get ready. It just kills my like mood. That's why I really try to prioritize early streams on my days off, because it's like I have nothing planned. I'm just chilling. But so I genuinely think, you know, and that's someone who's been working nights for the back half of like 8 years. So I'm blessed in the fact that I've been able to, being able to sleep in to basically whatever time you want is truly a blessing. Not a lot of people understand. The fact that I get to sleep in literally till 3 p.m. if I want to, that's fucking great. That's one of the very few perks about being a bartender is I never have to worry about getting up unless I just have something to do early that day. Which for me, it's rare. A lot of my family lives in Ouch, you know, so my friends, I'll tell, fuck off, bro. I'm not waking up early unless we got going to a Comic-Con or something, you know? But it's very rare that I have to get up before midday, before noon, realistically. So, but I genuinely feel like as far as work hours go, getting up early. Because one, if I have to be at work at 5:30, wake up at 4:30, go bust a quick mile on the treadmill, make sure I'm up, do a quick workout, shower, go to work, and then I'm off by 2 p.m. I have literally my entire day. Because usually in my line of work, 2 p.m. is when I'm getting ready for work. That's when I'm getting in the mindset. That's when I start my workouts, then hop in the shower, get dressed around 3, head to work 3:30, you know? So being able to just kind of end the day at 2 p.m., be like, all right, you know, I have 9 hours to go stream or do whatever I want. I feel like that would be really good. But again, also, one of the, you know, shitty parts about being a bartender, and, you know, you make most of your money at night. Unless you're working at like a fancy brunch place or somewhere like that. That's different, but most bartenders, you go to work, you work the night shift. So, it really sucks going to work 4 or 5, and then, dude, this fucking gnome is gonna mess with me all fucking... What a pussy. What layer am I on? I don't know, it doesn't tell me. See if anybody can kill this fucking gnome. If not, we're gonna have to get layered off. Because there's just, I mean, I'm about to have to go repair my armor at this point. Oh, fucker. I could hop on the paladin. I do have a paladin from right when TBC launched. That's pretty high level. But, because I did want to play a blood elf when it first came out, but I don't want to have to do that. Let's see if a guildie can give me a lair. Yeah, man. There's definitely perks to both of it, right? Because, I mean, I've always loved working nights. Like, don't get me wrong. Well, I loved working nights until I started streaming. Because I'm not going to lie, for these last 3 months, basically, if I'm not off work, or if I'm not getting close to... And again, with what I do, there's never a guarantee, unless I'm closing. If I'm closing the place down, I can usually, alright, I'm going to be home by 2:30 no matter what. You know what I mean? Unless it's just insane, we got fucked over and it gets, you know, the restaurant fills up at 1:59, you know, which doesn't happen often. Let me give this guy my coordinates. But yeah, so basically, I've noticed in the last few months that if I'm not, you know, because I want to stream. And it's also kind of affected my mindset while I'm at work. Because again, I know for a fact I'm about to get cut. In my line of work, if you get cut, that means that your boss basically comes and tells you, hey, don't take any more tables, you can start getting ready to go home. But again, if you have a table or a customer that's sitting there, let's say you just got sat and it's a couple on date night, they're probably going to want to hang out for an hour or two, especially if they're drinking. So that means, okay, I just got off at 10, but this couple's not going to leave until fucking midnight, and I'm basically stuck here. I'm not making any more money. I'm basically chilling here, and however much they give me as a tip is going to determine my hourly wage for the next 3 hours. So that can, especially when I'm wanting to just get home and stream, that really fucks with me. I'm sitting there like, God damn it. And it'll affect like how I treat them. I'm like trying to rush them out and they're just, you know. So it definitely sucks. It does suck, bro. Or it's not even a couple, it's a family. You know, it's a family that's sitting there and they just want to sit, you know, they can be done. All the dishes are off the table, they're done, they're not ordering anymore, but they will sit there and talk. This fucking gnome, he just got him too, man. But it does suck, bro. You know, usually, again, I'm good at what I do. Oh, fuck, that's a horde. Damn it, I thought that was an alliance. Fuck, it's a dwarf. We're cooked, boys. No, look, don't get me wrong. I don't, understand that people who are in the service industry, you choose to be in the service industry. You're choosing to do this job, ultimately meaning you are choosing to have your income be reliant on the courtesy of strangers. Especially in today's economy. Now, I say, if you get good service, if they genuinely give you the vibe that they enjoy their job and they want to be here, yeah, tip them. Take care of them, for sure. Especially if you're going to take up a table, especially if you're going to take up a table and, not waste their time, but run their clock time up for a while. What's up, Gengar Baddie? You crazy, where are you from again? I forgot. You are from... Where is she from? I know, I cannot remember. Norwegian. She's like Norwegian. Gengar Baddie's that Norwegian chick. Right? Or am I wrong, Gengar Baddie? I remember you. I definitely remember you and your vibes. Yeah, she's from Norway. This is that shit. This is the chick from the Dead Mines dungeon that just made my night. But yeah, Nitsua, that's the shitty part about what I do is, and again, you can have someone hang out and keep you at work for an extra 2-3 hours and then leave you absolutely nothing. And that's when it's like, God fucking damn it. You know what I mean? It's like, really? I could have been home streaming for the last 2 hours and I sat here taking care of you fucks and y'all didn't even give me $1. That is when it can really suck. So when it comes to tipping, I would say don't even consider, of course, consider the service. If you have a shitty server, you don't give them fucking $2 and move on, or nothing. But if you have a good server, I say tip based off of how long you took up that table. Because you gotta understand, they're using that table to make money. Especially if you're in like a booth or something that a lot of people want. If you're gonna take up that table for 4-5 hours out of their 7-hour shift, they're losing possibly $100 off of that table. I'm not saying give them $100, but definitely make that 4 or 5 hours that you were there worth their time, if they're giving you good service. And God fucking damn it to anyone out there that does notice that your server's got their bag on and they're just waiting for you to get the fuck up, or at least cash out. At least pay the damn tab so that they can go home. That's all I'm saying. But that is the one big downside, is that there's no guarantee of when you're getting off outside of closing time. But it is what it is. That's just part of this. Again, if you're going to choose to be a bartender or a server, you just have to kind of expect. What the hell? You just kind of have to expect that. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got a couple people taking care of those Alliance dickheads. But yeah, man, just I am looking, and not even just a new line of work. I do want to get into sales again. I really, really want to do that, but really just a different place of work. You know what I mean? Like, it would just be nice to not have to fucking work until 2 in the goddamn morning anymore. It really would.
I can't cast
And I have my eyes on one place, again, where their hours are much better. But I have no idea how the pay is compared to where I'm at now. And I'm someone who really likes routine. I'm someone who genuinely enjoys staying in rhythm, staying on a routine. Whenever I get out of my element in that regard, I do tend to stress a lot. Even if it's not necessary, I will just unnecessarily stress shit. We need to find more peasants. And hope to God that that rogue leaves us alone. If he kills us one more time, we'll just try to layer hop. Oh.
Sword isn't ready yet. Not that yet. That spade isn't ready yet.
I mean, he's got to get bored with gameplay at some point, right? Oh shit. I say that like I've done this. I've been that. Well, I haven't been that. Well, yeah, I guess I've been that person that when I was on my druid, I would be that guy that endlessly kills the same person over and over and over again just because it's fun. It's part of the PvP experience, you know what I mean? It's part of being on a PvP server is you're just going to run into those gankers. It's going to happen. Which I'm cool with that. I don't mind it. And at least the gnome guy's funny. You know, he's not just killing you, teabagging you, and calling you a slur. You know, he's at least talking shit back, which is fun. And dancing, and he's at least vibing with us. You know what I mean? But then there are those gankers that literally just do that. They'll kill you, teabag you. Fuck you, bitch. It's like, dude, you know. Got you.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Yeah, don't be like Darkstream. Don't complain about PvP on a PvP server. Like, go roll. I don't know what the other server's called, but go roll that server. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. It's just hard. Don't like the heat? Stay out of the kitchen, as some would say. Fuck this rabbit up.
That's still recharging.
It is, man. It's like, literally, it's like, I don't know, it's like going into a Call of Duty game and be like, oh man, are you really gonna kill me, bro? I'm trying to explore the map. It's like, no. Play the fucking game. Get good, nerd. You know, like it could definitely be annoying. Again, when you're trying to quest, you're trying to get something done and someone fucks you up. Yeah, it could be annoying, but that's why you channel that rage, get good, and then go unleash your fury on the next helpless, you know, rival faction that you come across. You store that anger and annoyance and let it fuel you to where you can go do it to some other random low level. It's just, it's... Looks like we got a dungeon invite, boys. We can get out of this cesspool. That's weird. This guy. He's patrolling the area. He's a real one for that. Oh, but it looks like we laired. No, we didn't. We're still here. Am I healing or dealing, boys?
I'm out of range.
Oh, I'm DPS. Okay, cool. Sweet. I can do that. Don't really have to change anything in that case. I'm from Norway. I knew it. I knew it. When we getting food? I don't know. Are you sure you're not a 400-pound dude? Are you actually a female? Are you actually a female baddie gamer? Whose favorite Pokemon's Gengar? Really? Wait, you are? Oh, fuck. Then no, we're never getting food. We're never getting food. Never in your life are we getting food. You will eat me. If you're 450 pounds, I will become the buffet. I'm cool on that, Gengar baddie. But I appreciate you, and I love you. Just from a distance. Nah. Nah. calm down now, Gengar baddie. You relax. Oh my god. Those are actually insane shoulders. Okay. Thank you for quest. Wow, okay. 39, 34. Wow. Nitsua, I don't know if you remember, but I was talking about this crazy Norwegian chick that I met in a Dead Mines dungeon one time. I would like to introduce you to crazy Norwegian chick or 450-pound Norwegian man. I really don't know. I'm foggy on that part. They're here nonetheless. Alright, so this should get us to level 25, boys. Hopefully we get that headdress. We have a mage. We have a druid. A priest and a priest. Sweet. So there is literally only one person that will be loot, that will take a loot comp from us. It is this druid, which doesn't have help. So we will both definitely be rolling for that help. But considering he's a tank, I'm hoping he just lets me have it if it drops.
That's still recharging.
And I swear to God, if this tank through gets the leather helm, I will rage. I will freak out. We'll end the stream, and then I'll go play some more. Warcraft. Although you're a horde now, so I'm sick to my stomach. Look, dude. If any other class outside of Draenei was able to play a shaman, I would still be rolling Alliance. But I fucking hate the Draenei. I hate them. If they would let me be a dwarf shaman, I'd still be rolling Alliance, but I had to. And I'm not gonna lie, after playing Warcraft 3 for 2 hours and playing as the War Chief Kraul, I'm kinda digging the Horde vibe. I really am. Cause that shit was great. I can't even lie, boys.
That spit isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
I really was digging. I'm really digging the. And plus, playing a fucking orc shaman is cool. It's pretty gnarly. I just couldn't do it, man. Horde disgusts me. Hey, man, all I gotta say is roll a Horde. They do suck. There's a lot of Horde over here that fucking suck. But I will say this: as far as social dynamics go, I've seen a lot more conversations and a lot more. The Horde side does seem more alive than the Alliance side. I will say that. The Alliance side was very popular in like the very first starting zone as a human. No. I have 2 accounts. My main account is still on the Alliance side. I have two characters on the Horde side.
Something first.
Whenever TBC launched, I made a Blood Elf Paladin, and then I have my Shaman. No. I didn't say that the Alliance side didn't have it. My boy Nitsua, I met him and yourself on the Alliance server. I'm just talking about like overall in the game. It was way harder to find groups, took longer. Not that it took very long, it's just compared to. It really is. But I'm still an Alliance player through and through. I just wanted to try something different, man.
That's still recharging. I don't have a target. I need a target.
Yeah, no, I definitely got peeps. The Apotheosis Guild is still probably the greatest guild in all of the Night. There's no problem. It is still the best guild on Night Slayer Realm, period. Apotheosis is an amazing guild. And there are tons of great people in that guild. That is the only complaint I have so far, is that I couldn't bring my homies over from there to here. Because they'll probably never go Horde, which I get. Again, I've been an Alliance player my whole life. I'm probably going to get an Alliance tattoo at some point.
I can't
But,
cast that
you know.
yet.
I wanted to try Horde, man. I wanted to give it a shot.
Target something first.
I love trolls. Oh my god, dude! Especially after I just learned how the trolls ended up joining the Horde, with Thrall saving a lot of them from those Murlocs, dude. That's fucking badass.
That spell isn't ready yet.
But if we could, again, if Alliance would let me roll anything outside of a Shaman, or anything outside of a Draenei for Shaman, I would have never swapped. I would have stayed Alliance all the way. But we're here. Here we are. And the trolls are fucking great. I love the troll race, dude. They're so fun. And they look pretty cool, too. The armor sets for Shamans on trolls specifically look really good, I think. Trolls and Blood Elves hate one another. Where do you get that? Is that part of the lore, or are you just talking shit? Do they really hate each other? Is it really? I mean, maybe I'm going to learn about... I'm playing through Warcraft 3 right now. I just started it today for the first time. And I really, really love the game. That won't sell to trolls? That's fucking... That's pretty fun. That's how I feel about gnomes. That's how I feel about all the Alliance gnomes. I hate them. I do really like the Blood Elves, too. I do really like the Blood Elves as a race.
I can't cast that yet.
I think the fact that they gave the Horde Blood Elves so that they can have a pretty class, I dig that a lot.
I can't cast that yet.
And I really wouldn't even mind Draenei's. I like the Draenei's. I just think the male Draenei models are way too bulky, bro. Genuinely, if I could play, I don't know, they're like the fuck. I can't even give you a character name for reference, but there's like a specific male Draenei model that I really like. But all the ones that they give you in TBC are fucking fat, bulky. The shoulder pads go out to here. I hate it. I think they just look ridiculous. And I did make a female Draenei shaman. I got it to level 22, but I just could not immerse myself into the female character. I couldn't. She looked great. She looked bad as fuck. Really vibey. I enjoyed leveling her, but I couldn't get into it. I was like, dude, I want to play as a dude. I'm a dude. I know that's kind of niche and weird, but they are. Really, I thought she looked great. She was very bangable. Very, very smashable. But again, I wanted to play as a dude because I am a dude.
I need a target.
It's just me, man.
That's still recharging.
Which is kind of how I do things. They're very bangable, bro. Hey, computer, show me some Dranny tits. Like, yeah, bro. The Draenei voice emotes are so fucking funny. The female ones. So funny, bro. But yeah, man, I truly wish. Oh fuck, what happened? Who pulled the goddamn?
That's still recharging.
All right, let me heal the tank. Let me make sure the tank's up. This is not gonna be good. Oh no, we have multiple priests. I actually think we're good. Damn, they instantly shut my totem down. Why can't I target you?
That's the
Ready to fight this 10%. But yeah, I know for a fact if I... Because that's the thing with the female Draenei, is I kept playing off stream. Like, I kept being like, I wasn't really taking it serious, but with this goddamn troll, I've fallen in love. That's dingo! Look at this guy. Looks fucking badass, bro. I hate that I have to wear a dress right now. I do hate the fact that I have... These robes are literally going to carry me probably all the way up until Scarlet Monastery, but still. Once I get out of this goddamn dress, I'm going to look absolutely legendary. Computer! Get me out of this dress. But Elemental Shaman is definitely the way to go. Everyone keeps telling me that Enhancement is way funner, and I can definitely see that with Wind Fury procs. I can see how it'd be fun. Getting Wind Fury procced by I didn't even want to really make a Shaman. I was leveling a Mage, and I was on Alliance side. I was in Stranglethorn Vale, and I was just kind of questing, and I came across I was level 33 as a Frost Mage, a pretty well-geared Frost Mage. And I came across a level 30 Shaman who was taking on 2 Tiger Mobs at the same time. She was right around half health, and me being me, I went up and I started engaging in PvP. I griefed her. And this bitch, she earth shocked my Frost, so she killed my cast, and then she ran up to me and instantly one-shot me with a Wind Fury proc. And after that, I said, okay, fuck this mage, I'm gonna go level a Shaman. And I have fallen in love with this class in every way. It's just such a fun class, dude. Yeah. As a Frost Mage, one of the best classes, if not the best class for World PvP, 3 levels above him, he was at half health while dealing with 2 Tiger Mobs. They basically said, hold on, told the Tigers, hold on, canceled my spell, ran up on me, and one-shot me with a Wind Fury proc. I was like, holy shit. I said, damn, Shamans are like that? And then I made my Shaman, and I can't, again, Druid is my favorite class, but after leveling these 2 Shamans, and again, I'm only level 24, it could change drastically later, but currently, I think Shaman's my favorite class, dude. This shit is so fun. I haven't even got my Reincarnate yet. I forgot they have that ability, which is OP as hell. I haven't even gotten Wind Fury or Elemental Mastery yet, which are 2 extremely game-changing skills. Like, yeah, Shaman and
That's you recharge in.
And apparently everyone wants a Shaman in raids. Again, I have yet to ever make it to raid point. But again, we set the challenge for ourselves, y'all, that we have to at least reach Outland on this character by level, or by September 13th. That is the goal. If I cannot at least reach Outland on a character by September 13th, what the fuck am I playing this game for? Genuinely. I cannot make another character, because at that point I am just too much of an altaholic to be able to take this game seriously. I have to get something to Outland. The only thing I've gotten to Outland was a priest that I boosted, because I've leveled a priest twice. I've leveled one to 40 2 times. Oh yeah, for sure. Once Classic Plus rolls around, I am absolutely rolling Alliance. And yeah, for sure, bro. I have been an Alliance player my whole life. I don't care how much I'm loving the Horde right now. I'm going to roll Alliance because that's where I started. Ooh, I need that. Oh, wait, the priests, I might give that to the priest, because that's definitely, yeah, let me give the priest that. That's definitely a priest weapon. I was about to need it. I really was, but that is definitely a priest weapon. I'd have been a dickhead for that. But yeah, Nitsuha, I'm very excited for that, bro. The second Classic Plus, I am definitely going to be leveling with you, bro. Like, we are going to be in that shit together, man. Again, I am planning on making a guild on this side. That's another big reason why I swapped to Horde, was because I was so invested in Apotheosis, I couldn't see myself leaving that guild. I really can't. So I decided, you know what, on the Horde side of things, I do want to try and take a crack at creating my own guild and becoming a guild master. Because it's something I used to do back in Guild Wars 1. I did help. I didn't lead a guild, but I was an officer in a guild way back when, and it was a really fun time. We did guild versus guild battles, and it was great. So that's something I'm very excited for. I'm very excited to try to start a guild. The only thing that kept me from starting one before was it was right at the launch of TBC. I did make a guild. I called it the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. It's a Liza P reference. If you've ever played Liza P, you know what I'm talking about. And the guild tabard looks sick, but the only downside is since TBC was fresh, the instant guild invite add-on was not updated, so I couldn't use it. And if anyone knows, if you've tried running a guild in this game now, it is extremely hard to recruit people outside of using a add-on. Because you have to sit in a town, you have to spam, and again, we've talked about the social aspects of this game. It's just not the same as it used to be. Back in the day, you could spam, general chat and find people who wanted to join your guild, but it just doesn't happen as often now. The best way to invite members to your guild now is to get that add-on and just spam invite everyone as soon as they log in. Sure, a bunch of people might join and then immediately leave, but you will get a bunch of people. That's what PAL does. If you ever notice, anytime you log on and you see the guild has 107 members, PAL will hop on during a Friday night. Next thing you know, we're up to 300 members because he mass invites everyone on the server. And it's very effective. Plus, I sit here and I think, imagine what kind of fraction or traction we could get to the stream if I was a guild leader. Like, hey guys, by the way, your guild leader's streaming right now. Definitely go check them out. You know what I mean? I think that would definitely help with the guild, or help with the stream. Just being like, hey, if you don't join my stream right now, if you don't go follow my Twitch right now, I'm kicking you. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, hey, you start out here, you get an automatic promotion if you go follow the stream. I'm not saying you have to watch, but if you at least hit that follow button, I will promote you automatically. And then join the Discord and we'll promote you again. You know what I mean? I guarantee you it'll at least get my followers. Which some people might stay and tune in, But yeah, that's why I've been kind of thinking about this long term. Like, okay, how can I utilize this brand new to my advantage? And that's definitely how. The only downside to making a guild is I wanna hit level cap at least, or at least hit Outland, and then I'll have the gold to be able to fund it. Because creating a guild doesn't cost much. You gotta get I'd say it's maybe 20 gold. That way you can buy the guild signatures, buy the tabard, and start the guild. But then you have to buy a guild bank. And guild banks aren't cheap. And then you gotta add a slot for every, and it's, that can cost 300 gold. That's definitely end game. Plus, I'm thinking by the time we get there, maybe there's going to be an announcement, hopefully Classic Plus, but if, God forbid, we don't get a Classic Plus, they will probably be announcing Wrath Anniversary, and then a whole new attraction of people are going to come back to the game, utilize it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm also probably going to start a guild in Classic Plus if making one on the Horde side goes well. If I can make one on the Horde side and it actually blows up, I am definitely starting one in Classic Plus. I've been trying to sit here thinking of a name and something I want to do.
Victory
wanted to...
for Gamagan.
Well, we're absolutely getting Classic Plus. But also, I mean, if they don't fucking give us Classic Plus, like we talked about, I don't know. I'll probably just half-ass my WoW shit and then wait until Guild Wars 3 comes out, if I'm being honest. I'll definitely play Wrath Anniversary, because again, Wrath is my favorite expansion, but I will not be nearly as excited. That would be gnarly, but see, that's where I'm like, oh, well, probably, because a lot of people are actually Classic gamers, and they just want to play Classic WoW forever. So there is a chance that they do drop them both at the same time. I just feel like if they drop Classic Plus, anything that gets released around Classic Plus is going to be completely put on the back burner. Because Classic Plus is going to be, hopefully, going to be their new driving point for the next 10 years. You know what I mean? But it is Blizzard we're talking about, and they're very capable of ruining a game after a couple of years, as we all know very well. But at least the first... You don't. You're absolutely right. You don't. I mean, I'm one of those TBC nerds, especially the fact that we're about to play Warcraft 3. When I'm done with that campaign, I'm going to be done with Warcraft. And I do for it. Because I never got to face the Lich King back in the day, I never got to level 30. You know what I mean? So this will technically be like my first experience with Wrath as well. I played it a lot back in the day, but I was fucking 10. You know what I mean? I didn't do shit. Back at that time, I was just hanging around Wiltshire, talking shit to people and trying to talk people out Yeah, it was great times, so I am excited too, and that's the thing. That's why I gotta get this shaman to level cap. Well, I don't know. Once they release Wrath, I might have to go back, unless, I mean, fuck, if it's really that good, once they release Wrath, I'm gonna want to stay Alliance. Well, no, because again, if I make a guild and that shit just blows up, then I'm gonna have to stay until the last close. So really, I don't know. I probably shouldn't talk too much because you never know what can happen after that. I can make the guild this side of the game. And then just relaunch it during Classic. I need a level cap character by the time that comes out. So that I can go fucking right at the start. I don't want to remake a whole new character at the start. Well, a Death Knight. Obviously, I'm going to make a fucking Death Knight. I want to have someone already high level at that point. Because again, we're more than halfway through TBC, and I still have yet to hit a level cap. So just imagine what it's going to be like when we add all those new classes or new talents and shit into the game. It's gonna be rough. Because TBC is when a lot... Oh, my fucking totems. Sorry, boys. I just blew a hunt target. That was the shaman equivalent to a hunt target. Damn it. I'm sorry. I tried to say that. But I do know that during Wrath, a lot of classes get really game-changing. That is true. That is absolutely true. I forgot. Blizz does do that. They did that for all of, Classic. They had that permanent Onyxia buff on, or whatever. I remember that. That was really good times. That was a really good few weeks. It was like 2 weeks ago. I remember Wrath is when the Warriors, not only do they get the Whirlwind talent, the Blade Storm talent, but they also get that talent that lets them equip two-handed weapons. I'm pretty sure it's when Druids get Sunfire. I don't know what other... I know Shamans, I think they get their Thunderstorm talent that like knocks everyone back or some shit like that. Shamans get a couple instant like they don't have to rely so much on hard casting. That Lich King had some really serious talents. I remember Paladins become absolutely Paladins and Death Knights were like top tier classes. I don't know anything about Rogue. I'm pretty sure Wrath is when hunters lose that fucking you have to be far away to shoot them bullshit.
Sled isn't ready yet.
I'm pretty sure mages get a major nerf because I remember my brother was a mage. He did not like Wrath. He was very, very unhappy with that. He loved Wrath, the expansion, but that's when he went and swapped characters and made like a Death Knight because he hated mages. He did not like what they did to his mage back then. I remember that specifically. Dang, we lost the freaking Norwegian chick. Other brother. Costner's my younger brother. You're thinking of Oxyrotten. Oxyrotten is the one that was in our guild. That's my older brother. That's the one that was the WoW head. But the Coster is the homie, man. That's my younger brother, man, and he's my fucking dog. No, you're good, bro. You're good. Actually, you know what's funny? He was on stream right before you tuned into the Warcraft stream, and he liked what he saw, and I think he's playing it right now. Coster is the guy that played a lot of RTS games. He played Command and Conquer. He played Command and Conquer almost religiously. And he told me, he was like, dude, I'm going to go download this right now. And he did. I'm pretty sure he's playing it right fucking now. I have to add him to battle, matter of fact. Because I'm going to kick his ass, man. I told him, dude, you can play multiplayer in Warcraft 3. Let me get a little good at it, bro, and I'm gonna show you, bro. I don't know who drops that, but I know it's one of the bosses coming up. Dude, and we're close to level 25. Absolutely cooking, boys. And you know what I'm also excited for? Whenever they do announce Wrath Classic. For real, brother. Happy Saturday, brother. Always a pleasure, man. Saturday night gaming, bro. Cannot be mad at it at all. And I've had a good day of gaming, bro. Played a little bit of Warcraft 3. Now we're doing some dungeon grinding. Talking Warcraft with the bro. Doesn't get much better than that, man.
I need a target.
I was about to say the only thing I'm missing is a beautiful lady friend. But the one lady friend I have right now, I keep leaving her on red because I'm gaming with the bros. And she's a nerd. She's a nerd just like us. So she gets it. She's probably playing something right now too. But that's the only thing I'm missing, man, is a pretty young thing over in the corner gaming herself. Which I will have one day. If I can stop her on red to play games. It's a vicious cycle. It's a paradox. But hey. Can't be it. And that's the one thing. My bosses were trying to get me to come back on Saturdays. I will, bro. She gets it. I told her I'm streaming. She knows that. That's the thing is, you know, whenever I'm like starting to talk to a girl, I'll, you know, since I started streaming, I'll explain to them like, hey, this is something I've been trying to pursue and do on my free time. Most of them understand. Because I try to talk to, I had my days where I chased, you know, a girl who I had nothing in common with, but she had, you know, nice tits and a pretty face. And I realized after 6 attempts of that I would much rather go with a girl that I have more in common with than anything. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a very shallow individual, so they gotta be pretty. But that's why it's so hard to find a pretty girl that likes the stuff that we like. It's a dime a dozen. But when I finally do find them, I'll explain to them like, hey, you know, especially when I'm streaming, I'm probably not going to be checking the phone at all. And they get it. You know what I mean? That's also why I took that little like hour-long intermission in between streams, is because I did want to talk to her a little bit, let her know, yeah, la-di-da-di-da. But also, I've been in that relationship where they required constant communication. And for me, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know, I don't really like that. Don't get me wrong, I want a partner who wants to share their day with me and, you know, talk to me throughout the day. But I noticed, and again, maybe I just haven't found the right partner, but I noticed whenever I was doing that, it usually turned into, we're talking nonstop through the phone all day, and then when we finally do get to see each other at the end of the day, it's just kind of like, so for me, I much rather like to kind of like, just kind of casually update each other throughout the day, and then when we meet in person, then we can unload on each other about, you know, what happened at work, and what happened on the street.
Not yet. I don't have
Every
a
9 to
target.
10 I've had a relationship with, if you didn't understand gaming, what details, most 8, 9, 5, 9, off my perspective, of course. No, I absolutely agree, bro. Again, I'm so mad that it took me all throughout my 20s to realize you don't have to settle on the fucking 10 out of 10 with a fat ass and nice tits. If all you have in common with a girl is the appeal that you have from look, you know, sexual appeal and physicality, you're gonna hate your fucking life 90% of the time. Or not even that, it's just gonna cause conflicts. Again, the ex that I lived with, well, I've had 2 serious relationships that I've lived with. Both of them lasted right around a year. The first one, she claimed to be a gamer. You know, we went through the talking phase, and she was like, oh yeah, I used to play League of Legends. I'm a huge League of Legends girl. Granted, in the entire year we dated, I never once saw her pick up a controller or play any League of Legends. But she still tried to portray herself as that gamer type of girl. But again, we had nothing in common. She didn't like anime. She didn't like gaming as much as she liked me. She wouldn't be mad at me for gaming, but there was like, it was just kind of, you know. Second girl that I dated, shortly after that one, she didn't like it at all. I don't know why, but she fucking hated video games. And again, I would go work a 12-hour shift, and then I'd come home, and, you know, it's not like all I did was play. I would come home, hang out with her for a couple hours, we would go do something, we'd go out to the bar, we'd go to the zoo, whatever it is, and then when we come back, I would want to play fucking Skyrim for a couple hours. And anytime she heard that PS5 go off, she would get so fucking mad. And it's like, it would drive me crazy, because it's like, what the fuck are you doing that's so much more... The beep, yes, she'd hear that beep. And I would hear her in the other room start slamming shit. Ugh. And I would go in there and I'd be like, well, what's she doing that's so much more productive or better use of time than me playing a game? And she'd be fucking watching The Office, scrolling through TikTok. And it's like, really? You're gonna get mad at me for mindlessly playing Skyrim or whatever it is, and you're sitting here mindlessly scrolling through social media? Literally, what's the fucking difference, woman? And when you try to explain that, it turned into a fight. And it's, oh, well, and it's like, no, it's the same shit. We're both ending our day, we're unwinding. If you want to be technical, I'm playing Overwatch with the boys. Like, I'm being social. My fucking, hand-eye coordination's getting better. Like, I'm actually engaging in something. You're mindlessly watching Season 4 of The Office for the 7th time in a row, scrolling through other people's lives on social media.
I can't cast that yet.
So what are we really fucking talking about here? You know what I mean? I never understood it. So after that last relationship is when I told myself, the next relationship I get in, I'm only gonna actually pursue a relationship if we genuinely like the same things. Now, granted, there has to be give and take. Like you said, your wife hates anime, find one that fucks with anime, please. I will, brother. Trust me, I will. That's one of the first questions I ask these girls. I'm like, hey, so you want to watch some anime? What kind of anime do you like? And they're like, oh, I usually judge them based off of what animes they choose. If I go like, hey, what kind of animes do you like? And she tells me, oh, I love One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, oh, who's your favorite One Piece character? I like Luffy. I'm like, oh. But then you find the girls, you're like, hey, what kind of animes do you like? And she's like, oh, I like Attack on Titan. I like Monster. I like Code Geass. And I'm like, marry me now. You know what I mean? That's a winner for sure, bro. But, again, and again, I'm shallow. It's not like I'm going to go for some chick that I'm in no way physically attracted to just because she likes the same thing. Because I don't think that's fair to her. Like, yeah, you can definitely grow to learn to like, maybe they're, again, not completely your preference or what you like, but you can grow to, you know what I mean? But no, you have to, I think there has to be a balance. You have to like the way they look. You have to like the way they look. The physical side has to be somewhat targeted. I'm not sitting here saying she has to be a fucking bombshell and have the best putang in the world. I feel like when it comes to physical stuff like that, as a partner, even if it's terrible at first, you can eventually turn into some of the best sex and stuff you've ever had. I know that from first-hand experience. It's literally something you grow and adapt to and learn with. You know what I mean? So you just gotta find the balance of both. Which that's why I'm still single, because I refuse to settle. And settle's such a niche way of saying it, like I'm so superior, but I'm not gonna sit here. I've done it. I've done it many times for a relationship. I've put the things that I love on the back burner to please this person and pursue this relationship, and it only made me miserable. Or I just ended up lying to myself and it caused issues. So never again, man. And there are girls out there who enjoy the same shit we do. There's a lot of them. Especially our age. This is shit we grew up with. You just takes a while to find them. Especially nowadays when all people want to do is go out and get fucked up, it seems. And it does take two to tango, absolutely. See, that's the problem, is me, especially since finding sobriety, and I'm not talking about from the pod, I'm talking about from, like, I used to go out to bars and go out to parties every fucking night, every weekend. That was my life for many years. I gave that up right around COVID. So ever since I've given that up, it's been really hard to meet these people outside of the workplace, which I don't like to dip my pen in the company, if you know what I mean. So, again, it takes two. You have to go out of your comfort zone and, to meet these kind of women that you want to pursue. It takes a lot, man. That's why, again, the fact that, don't shit where you meet ever. Never do it. I've done it, and every time I do, it fucks everything up. Even if it's the best, it works out for a year. After that year, it's gonna suck. It never fails, bro. But that's why, again and again, I don't want to bring up your social media, but I remember looking through your social media whenever I added you, and I was like, dude, I am so envious of this. Bro's got a fucking beautiful family, and it's something I yearn for, bro. So definitely, as if I have to tell you, but bro, definitely appreciate that shit, man, because it's hard out here, brother. The dating pool is so fucking bad, bro.
I'll teach you to interfere.
But it, you know, so mad respects to you for building something and being able to maintain it. It's a beautiful thing, man.
You outsiders will pay
Just
for
t-shirt likes some
encroaching
anime,
on our
bro.
land.
Yeah, so did I, bro. So
My
did I.
power rules here.
That's fine. I'm so excited for my 30s, and this is my last.
Our
my last
new allies will avenge us.
By in a month and 10 days, I will officially be out of my 20s. So I'm very excited. I do think this is better. Well, no, we're not going to need it. Yeah, man, absolutely. I'm excited for 30s. I really am. A lot of people I know, they're like, no, I need to stay 20 forever. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I am excited for 30s, man. Everyone I know, once they hit 30 is when life really started to come together for them. Or completely fall apart based on bad decisions. But I'd like to say that I'm mostly done with making bad decisions. Not that I'm completely done. I'm gonna fuck up many times. I'm gonna fuck up many times.
Still recharging.
But I've learned so much in my 20s that I genuinely do feel like I'm gonna hit 30 with the, you know, hit it with the ground. Like I'm gonna do it. The way I see it, especially the last few years of my 20s, once I hit like 26, I really tried to prioritize putting more good in the world than bad. And I've tried to prioritize my health. I've tried to prioritize my mental state. I've tried to prioritize my savings. You know, the only really thing that I do need to focus more on is not even my financials, just my line of work. I want something more promising. You know, but then that all comes with time, you know. And I know in my 30s is when I'm really going to be able to lock in on that, considering how much I've locked in on the back half of my tanks. Alright, so let's throw down the healing extreme toke. Let's throw down the earth toke. But yeah, man, I'm very excited for 30s.
Got still recharging.
Nice off heal. It's gonna be tough, boys. Gotta keep this tank up. Keep this tank up. We got it. There's no way. Nice. Oh, shit, it is getting late. I do gotta text her back at some point. Holy shit. Chill out, Quillbores. I'm trying to fucking text my girl. Oh, god damn it, tank, you fat lard. Why would you pull them? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, you fat bastard? The fucking big-ass grizzly bear had to run forward 3 steps. God damn it. I need another monster, man. Goddamn right, boys. You know what I am grateful for? Speaking about all the friends that I know. Clutch, boys. Well played. Again, I know a lot of friends, and again, they're friends. I love these people, but I know a lot of people who genuinely, yeah. Especially once you power through. I have a bad habit of babysitting my monster, so I don't really get the effect. But when you start actually throwing them down, you see exactly what I mean, bro. But like I was saying, I know so many people who, even at the age of like 33, 34, are just fucking up in every way, making all the fucking bad choices. And I'm like, dude, I'm so glad I got most of that out of my system in my 20s, dude. I am so fucking glad I got, you know, like you said, I was a degenerate and I was a shitty person, and I've definitely spent my time rolling around in the mud, but fuck, boys. I just realized I didn't get this person's heart. Fuck, I didn't get this person's heart. We're gonna have to go back for it. Well, we'll run it again. I want that headpiece, so. Yeah. Because looking back on it, and I think about this all the time throughout my week, I'm like, dude, if I had just been pulled over this one time with all this shit in my car, or if I would have, you know, went left when I decided to go right, like, I would definitely be behind bars right now. Or probably, I chose to sober up and quit pills right, you know, in our area where we live. The fentanyl epidemic hit hard. And I remember me, my older brother, and one of our good friends, R.I.P. Baker, one of our good friends, all chose to quit taking pills and sober up at the same time. It's right before me, it's literally the same time period me and my brother moved from our hometown to the city where we can get away from all the bullshit. And again, me and my brother have been clean since then, but R.I.P. our homie Baker, he did die from fentanyl because he just could not sober up. And again, because I chose to go right instead of going left, I could either be dead like him, or I could be in a fucking jail cell, you know? I'm really glad I some people, again, I know some people who are 34 still spending every fucking night, every weekend, putting shit up their nose and fucking just... Yeah, R.I.P. to the homie Baker. And he wasn't, I mean, he was a friend of mine. I knew him for a long time, but he was much more my older brother's friend. That was his fucking dog. I knew him over the years because of my older brother, and we gradually formed a friendship. But yeah, my older brother lost a day one homie to that fucking shit, man, because he just could not sober. And he was a great dude on and off the drugs. He was just a solid guy. That fun person in the friend group that's just always, it's all good, man. It's good, you know what I mean? And the fucking fentanyl took him, bro. So it's just great knowing that, you know, both me and my brother sobered up and got that shit out of our system, dude. Before we were 30, you know what I mean? Because I still, same homies, still doing that same shit, man. It's like... I'm sure they enjoy their lives. Fuck, brother. Absolute W, man, for real. Now my vice is video games and Monster Energy drinks, boys. Speaking of, I'm about to have to go grab another one. It's Saturday night, boys. It's Saturday night.
Yo!
$11.40. I think Monday is when we might need to really try to lock in on the... Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Fucking Saturday night, boys. I slept till 3 a.m. There's no shot I'm gonna make it to bed before 2 a.m. There's just no shot, man. So I think Monday, considering the fact that I'm off Monday, I'm going to start stream extra early. I'll probably start streaming Warcraft around 5 p.m. And then I'll stream that for 2 hours. I'll start streaming WoW around fucking, you know, 7 p.m. That way I can have like a good 5-6 hours worth of streaming done by 11. And then try to lay down and relax by midnight. Try to be asleep by 1. Then we can reset the sleep schedule. It's not happening tonight. I can just feel it. I feel it in my bones, boys. Because I do think Monday is actually probably Monday or probably Tuesday morning, since I'll try to sleep early Monday, is when I'm going to go try to get that 5 to 2 gig. Because if there's one thing I'm really good at, boys, it's fucking internet. Let me tell y'all. I don't know what it is, what gift you know, it's like when you build your Skyrim character. My charisma, my speech stat is at an automatic 100 when it comes to interviews. I go in there and I just know what to ask. I know what to say. And I'm not talking about just serving interviews. Any job I've interviewed for, whether it be sales for cars, management positions, you know, the numerous different jobs I've had in my career, I've never once, well, I think there was once or twice where I didn't call back. But almost every time, I've been hired on the spot. When it comes to interview skills, I am just really good at it. I'm really good at bullshitting people, I suppose. So I do think Tuesday is when I'm going to go try and do the in-person interview at this new spot. And then ideally, I will be able to get the 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. gig. And then a lot of things will change. As far as like schedule. And hell, maybe even mindset. I'm guaranteed if I can get a break from working where I'm at now, my mindset will be completely different. It'll be so much better. Not that it's bad. Everything's good. I just do breaks.
I don't have a target.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta have some change. Not even that it's because anything's bad, just because you just crave change, man. Fucking love that sound. We're definitely gonna ding after we turn in that laundry list. We might ding before the end of this dungeon. I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have enough mobs.
That's still recharging.
I don't even know which boss drops it. Maybe I should look that up before we run this again. Holy shit, we're at the 2-hour mark, boys. I'm still probably gonna go at least another hour. At least another hour.
That spade isn't ready yet.
Yeah, it is a rare mob. They're absolutely right. That's alright. We're only level 20. Well, I mean, we're level 24. About to be 25. We can definitely run this at least 1 or 2 more times before we start to get that. And then if we don't get that in like the next 2 levels, we'll go run some Nomergon and try to get the cloth headpiece from Nomergon. Because we're not going to find a better headpiece outside of the auction house probably until... unless we find that rare and scarlet graveyard. I just don't think we're gonna find one at all until like... No, I forgot. There's that, it's from the Zul'Farrak dungeon quest. You get like a badass leather hat that gives you like 23 intellect. I forgot about that one. That's at like level 42. That is I completely forgot about that fucking question. That is actually extremely good. Especially because it's a legend.
Cast that yet.
Oh, I thought that was me. Fuck, I thought that was me. I don't think anybody except for that priest got a good piece of gear from here. The only one that needed anything from this dungeon is that one priest, who got a really good priest mace, but still. Oh wait, we will level up because we have a quest. This escort is a quest, so once we turn that in, we'll absolutely which means then we're going to need to grab the... I think it's Eye of the Storm. After being the victim of a melee or ranged critical strike, that's actually extremely OP. So that's going to be really good. If we get crit, we can basically instantly throw up a heal without any knockback. It's really, really good. Come on, you fat bastard. Are we RP walking? Fine. I guess we're gonna aura farm this shit. Vibes. Absolute vibes. I feel like the other three don't know how to RP walk. Nice. Oh, shit.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Nice.
Time is money, friend.
6 intellect. God damn right.
Be good.
It's crazy. Crazy. Nice. Boom. Very nice. I am gonna hearth to good old Barons, or to good old Wargy. I'm sorry, brother. Alright, let me hearth to the Barons. I'm gonna go take a piss, grab a monster, text old girl back, and then we're back to it, boys. Alright, calm down. Everybody calm down. We back, boys. We back. Everybody relax now. I am in need of a new gamer chair, boys. I love this chair. It's seen many, many, many gaming sessions. But it is time for a new one. It's time to upgrade, boys. I want to get one of those nice-ass $200 gaming chairs that would have like the footrest and they incline and they go up to like here. I keep getting these $70 office chairs, and it's so bad for my back. I don't know why. But it's time. Alright, boys. Last monster of the night. We're at 2 hours into the stream. Let's light another incense. Make this place start smelling heavenly. Make it start smelling good. I don't know, part of me. I'm not gonna lie, boys. Part of me wants to stream this for another 40 minutes to an hour. Maybe do one more dungeon. And then go stream some more Warcraft 3. Because I just really want to play more Warcraft 3, boys. Start the Lordaeron campaign. But also, with a game like Warcraft 3, it's going to take us a... I didn't realize there were that many campaigns. It's going to take us a long time to play. So I'm like, why rush it? You know what I mean? Why be hasty? Alright.
Mogra!
Arctic Buckler. The one I have's better. That 6 intellect goes a long way. That. Buy some sweet nectar. $70. But we'll buy 90 sweet nectar.
For the Horde!
For the Horde. So now we have our conjured. Gonna have our boom. We're good. So that's gonna give us 1344, 1905. Nice. Alright, boys. Where do we turn in? Going wanted list. Where do we turn that? Undercity. Go to Undercity Universe. That works. I want to do one more Razorfenin Kraul. Hopefully. Maybe a Nomergon. No, let's do Razorfenin. Oh, fuck it. We'll do Nomergon too, because that is from a rare drop. One, the likelihood that we find a group that isn't going to have someone else need on it, while it also being a rare drop, it's going to be very small chance that we get it. So let's go ahead and do Nomergon, where there's a much larger chance that we get that helm drop from the boss. As unlikely as that may be, because that helm on the boss is a much smaller drop chance than most of the other items in the dungeon. I think it's the least likely to drop item in the entire dungeon, outside of that two-handed sword that comes from a rare mob. So I don't know. But Nomergon is more XP at the end of the day, and it's a longer dungeon, so. But either or. See which one we get asked to do first. Looks like they need a... Oh, they need a tank.
What can I do for you?
Our next skill, we get another lightning bolt at 26. We get magma totem at 26, which is going to bring our dungeon DPS up an insane amount. We get farsight at 26, which I don't really utilize that much. I don't see myself utilizing it much. I mean, you're basically going to be able to look at a spot from far away, which I guess could help you find rare mobs in dungeons, like in Scarlet Graveyard, but... So we're going to get Flame Tongue Weapon, which is actually going to be pretty good. It's going to give all of our melee weapon damage dealers basically a free fiery weapon, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage as fiery. Totem, which is actually pretty OP. Six mana every 2 seconds. That's actually pretty decent.
Farewell.
We'll probably be actually using that instead of Healing String Totem. Which, by the way, when do we get our next version of that? See, like, look at this, boys. Look at this armor set. I don't like the way it looks so bulky. That's why I didn't go
Don't be
with
shy.
because again, I just think it looks.
Spirits
I mean, it
be
doesn't
with
look
ya,
bad.
man.
Nothing like the Draenei. But look at this. Look at how clean. I think that looks so good on trolls. It just doesn't look massive and fucking take up half the damn screen. I just think it fits very well. Now again, I wish we could do the Zandalari thing where our trolls stand up straight. But beggars can't be choosers. I do think that looks so good though, man. So fucking clean. So clean. Alright, so now we gotta head back to... Well, by the way, can we do some questing in Ashenvale now? We definitely can. Yeah, we can do the Satyr Horns, which... Satyr Horns, there's always Alliance over there, and they're gonna be close to our level. Or we can head back to Hillsbrad. Fuck it, let's go to Ashenvale, man. Well, we do have to turn in that quest in Undercities. Ooh, it's tough. It is a level 26 quest, so maybe we go to Hillsbrad, we turn the Undercity quest, we go to Hillsbrad, finish Battle for Hillsbrad. We won't do Dangerous until we are like level 27, 28, because that mine is no fucking joke. One, we don't have a stealth, so we're gonna have to literally clear through the entire mine to get to Miner Hackett, because he's at the fucking very top. I do remember that much from my Paladin playthrough, is he is a bitch. Because he's in the mine, but he's all the way at the very back of it, and there's hundreds of mobs in between him and you. And unless you're a rogue or like a druid, it's just very hard to get through that. So we do want to be higher level before we do that. Plus we gotta kill Horus, which I feel like he's easy. So yes, we'll go do the Mountain Lion quest and the Battle for Hillsbrad, turn those in. Ideally, we'll be close-ish to level 26 by then. Then once we hit 26, we'll head to Ashenvale. We will do the Satyr Horns quest. And I know for a fact, anytime I've done that quest on the Alliance side, there has always been Horde people over there trying to do the quest as well. It's a really good XP quest in Ashenvale, and it's the mobs themselves give you pretty decent XP, the little satire guys, so... I have no doubt that we will be able to get into some PvP shenanigans to someone that's actually close to our level and not a fucking 29 rogue that keeps ganking us. So that is going to be pretty fun content when we get to that point. Although, considering we are already 2 hours into stream, I mean, fuck, we might make this a 3.5, 4 hour stream. We might go for, I don't know. I usually try to call it 2.5 hours, 3 hours into it, but nah, I think we might go a while today. I'm feeling it, boys. Absolutely feeling it, man. So we might actually make it to that point and get some world PvP in. I really wanted to take on that fucking gnome, but he was just too high level. If it was anything other than a rogue, we'd have had a chance. And maybe not a warrior. Like a rogue or a warrior, they would have absolutely obliterated us. We have a lot of cloth gear on. But if it was like a mage or a warlock or a priest, we probably would have had a shot. A very slim one, but a shot nonetheless. Because with the spellcasters, we just earth shock them into oblivion and then spam them with, you know, Searing Totem and lightning. With a rogue and any melee person, they're gonna fucking obliterate us, man. Especially 5 levels above us. Foopagunk, Crawdaddy, Sixer, and Tayu. See, look at this, man. As much as I love druids, I would never play a druid on a horde because that's what you have to play as, a fucking cow. And to me, it's like, okay. Oh, he heard us talking shit. he heard us. Hold on. And he wants to duel us? He literally he heard us talking shit. What is this? Why does this level 69 want to duel me? How did he hear us? He said, I know this dude's judging me for being a cow. I know. Oh, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? How? Am I tweaking? What was that, boys? It's literally like he heard us through the nether. What the fuck? I was just talking shit about how they looked. Wow. Yeah, fly away, bitch boy. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. He's either gonna have to come down here and get off the boat, or he's gonna fly away and lose the duel because he runs. We're winning this duel either way. He's either gonna have to come over here and kill us, and have to wait for another boat, or he's gonna forfeit by going too far. Either way, we win. That's just crazy that literally right when I was in the middle of talking shit about Taurens, he gave us that look and then challenged us to a duel while mooing at us. That's kind of crazy. But as I was saying, I think it's ridiculous that as a druid you can shapeshift into any creature, yet you can't stop yourself from being a fucking cow. Yeah, forfeit, buddy. You lost that duel, buddy. It's about to say it at the bottom. Tauren warrior forfeited from Trevbytes the shaman. Maybe not. Fled from Trevbytes in a duel. How embarrassing, dude. How embarrassing. But the thing about, like I always liked Worgen druids from a roleplay perspective, because the way I always played my Worgen druid, which was my main for a long time, was that it's like, okay, I'm a Worgen. I'm a druid. I can turn into any manner of creature that I want, except for this one incident where I'm a Worgen and I'm forced to turn into this wolf and kind of stay that form for a certain period. I always really liked that aspect of it. Because it's like you have control over all these forms except for this one form you just cannot control. And I always liked, just again, from a roleplay perspective, I thought that was really creative and cool. Because it's like a curse. And then there's the Tauren. It's like, oh, I'm going to choose to be this 8-foot cow. What? God, I hope we have Worgens in Classic Plus. And I hope they give us the ability, because with Worgens, well, no, I think Worgens had it as at base, but there was the racial ability where you can turn your Worgen form off anytime you're not in combat. So basically, you run around looking like a human in badass druid gear, and then as long as you're not in combat, you can have the looks of a human, because druid gear looks so good. I just think the classes, I mean, it looks good on Night Elf, but like Tauren, I think it looks ridiculous on Tauren. And I thought it looked kind of silly on the wolf form of Worgens. But the human forms, when you're out of that Worgen form and you're rocking like fucking, you know, the Malorn set, it just looks so crisp. It's so clean on a human model. Oh, I fucking loved it, dude. And I hope they give us barbershops in Classic Plus. Because again, I liked playing as a human and then going and getting the Night Elf ponytail. Or the Blood Elf ponytail. You guys, anyone who plays WoW knows the exact hairstyle I'm talking about. The Varian, the King Varian hairstyle. I loved giving my human characters that later in the later expansions. I don't know how much. I'm such an idiot. I did this so many times in the Wailing Caverns dungeon. I forgot to pick up the drop from the boss. I did it in Black Fathom Depths too. I had to go back and get the head of the boss there because I forgot it. I got the rod of the Sleepwalker and completely forgot to grab his head. I did it again here in Razorfenin Kraul. I rolled for the loot, but I forgot to grab Razorflank's arm. I was like, God damn it. I'm just forgetful, man. It's the ADHD brain. I get to talking. What the fuck is a gnome doing here? What is this?
Need assistance?
Gross. Fucking gross. Alright, let's see what they want.
Hello. Victory for Sylvanas.
Ooh, good amount of XP. By the way,
This had better be
see what we
good.
can learn here. Nice. Train. Nice. Nice. Lesser healing potions. Nice. Nice. So these basically aren't going to do much for us. Let's put those away. Throw on these. Throw on this. I do need to go. I have been bullshitting my professions. No matter where we go, we need to start farming some more herbs because I am falling behind. And the downside for me is once I fall behind in a profession, like if I'm not at least like 110 on herbalism by the time I hit Stranglethorn Vale, I'm probably going to just forget about it. And then I'm going to be level 50 with a herbalism skill of 100. And it's like, oh fuck, now I got to go backtrack. I do it on every character, specifically with herbalism. So I do need to pick up all the mage royals we can, and I think we can actually get Briarthorn now too, because well no, we get that at 70. So 2 more mage. I think what are they called? Mage royals. Yeah, 2 more mage royals, and now we can get Briarthorns. And then I think once we get to level 80 alchemy, we can do the elixir of wisdom, which gives us like 8 intellect, which is really good. Ooh, that's such a clean mount, bro. I like that mount a lot. Ooh, and it's a Shami. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, those shoulders look so clean. This is an elemental shaman for sure. I can tell by his gear. I don't like the robe, but really? He didn't get Eye of the Storm? Huh. So instead of Eye of the Storm, he went more of a damage dealing. Maybe that's the route we'll take. I don't know though. Eye of the Storm seems extremely OP. So maybe we'll do one, because he's pretty decently. Oh shit, I completely forgot to grab the spec too. Okay. I want to get the Call of Flame, because the plus 15 damage increase to my fire totem seems really good. Oh, that's tough, boys. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. to here. I think that's what we're doing. Eye of the Storm just seems really good. Let's see what they say. This is definitely a Nomagon. What are we doing, boys? Let me know. Okay, sweet. Razorfenin Kraul. Wow, level 28? He's a warrior. Ooh, that rogue. I don't think... And a druid. It depends on what we get next.
Remember,
but there is a chance that that druid's gonna roll for that helmet, which kind of bums me out. If either of those warriors roll for it, then that's just bullshit, and I would probably leave. Let's see what the... Let's see what it is called specifically. It's called the Whisperwind Headdress. And it comes from Earthcaller Halmgar. Alright, cool. So that's what we're going to be going for, hands down. Although I don't like the fact that we have a druid in team that will probably... That's what bums me out, is we have a druid, and the druid's probably going to need it. He's probably going to need on it, man. Or maybe he's a good guy, and he's like, you know what, you were wanting this... I mean, it's a rare helmet drop. He'd be silly not to. Plus, you could sell it. Matter of fact, I wonder what the auction price is for that. Because maybe we could just buy it.
Dark
I mean, we have a good amount of
watch over
gold.
you.
We're 5 levels until mount. We're definitely going to accumulate another, like, 10 gold before then. So... Yes, it is. All right.
I'm out of range.
Create 2 more of those. That'll give me 70 alchemy. Boom. Nice. Nice. Let's go kill some mountain lions while we wait. We gotta summon our little hawk pet. Damn, with the level 28 and I really assume... I mean, I'm assuming these warriors are here for that helm and for that corpse maker.
I can't cast that yet. That's the charge in.
Don't you attack my totem, you bitch! I always forget to throw my lightning shield up. We were supposed to go to Duskwood too at some point, but who's just buffed us? Hey, shouts out to them. Is that a paladin? Who the fuck gave it? What? How did we get Blessing of Wisdom? Who? I ain't gonna question it, but that was a priest.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, this dude was playing on the PvE server. I just don't understand that, man. I mean, I guess I don't know. I love the PvP. The world PvP is why I play this game. So I just being able to turn that shit off when you're griefing somebody, it just sucks the fun out of it. I don't see how anyone, I don't know. But I mean, I guess some people do specifically log just to raid with a group, you know, and build a character. But for me, it's like PvP is the end game, bro. Like, and I guess you can do arenas without having world PvP. So I completely forgot that there are arenas and battlegrounds on PvE servers. That does, I never really considered that. I'm sitting here thinking PvE servers have no PvP at all, and I'm like, what the fuck's the point? But no, I guess if they want to PvP, they'll just... And I'm assuming that on PvE servers, those battleground views and stuff probably aren't nearly as bad, because that's the only way to really truly PvP without, you know, the opponent just turning it off, is by doing those battlegrounds. So maybe that's why they joined those servers, is because, I don't know, maybe that adds up in some way, but I like being able to go grief people when they're leveling. I like people being able to go grief me when I'm leveling, as annoying as it may be. PvP servers are just where it's at, man. And that's why I couldn't really get into Guild... I mean, I love Guild Wars, don't get me wrong, but Guild Wars 2, endgame just seems so to me, and I've got a lot of hours in Guild Wars 2. You know, running through zones and completing zones in Guild Wars 2, leveling up your mounts and all that. It's very fun, and learning your class. But for me, man, like, the fact that there's no world PvP at all in Guild Wars. The fact that the PvP in general is just kind of shitty in Guild Wars. I hate that. In Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 1 PvP was lit. Guild versus guild, there's nothing like it. You and your homies on the same guild going up against other guilds of status and working your way up the top. Like, that was some fun shit back in the day. But Guild Wars 2 PvP is just dull. It's dull and dead. You have battlegrounds And I know you have that world PvP where, well, it's not world PvP. It's like it's kind of like ESO PvP where there's a map, a certain zone where you can go, and it is all-out war, everyone against everyone. But that shit, every time I tried that, it took me an hour to find a group or anyone out in the open world, you know. And then it's like, okay, you kill each other 3-4 times, and then they leave. I don't know, I just feel like here it's so much better, man. Even 20 years later when the game's not fully in its prime like it was, you know. Oh, wait, I'm healing. I almost forgot. I almost went right into this and started dealing damage. I don't think there's any... Alright, let's do this. Who's the tank? I'm assuming the druid. Okay, if he's a fucking druid tank, he better not fucking need on that helmet if it drops. Cause I swear I'm gonna dip if so. May seem kind of childish, but he's a tank. He doesn't need that helmet. I would get way more use out of that helmet than he would. Oh yeah, he's a feral druid. There's no way. The only reason he would want that helmet is for the nurturing instinct talent, but by the time he gets that, he'll have access to way better helmets. He better not, nobody better fucking need this helmet if it drops, or I'm out, I'm dipping. Because literally, the druid's the only one that I thought might be able to utilize it, and he's a tank. Or wait, maybe he's not the tank. Maybe the warrior's the tank. Either way, he's a DPS druid. And he's not a nature druid, so he should not be needing that fucking helmet. I don't think we have a tank. What is going on here? Okay, I'm gonna assume it's this warrior. Maybe it's that warrior. I don't know. A couple of these people don't speak English because I was asking which dungeon it was a while ago. It took a minute for a response, and then I saw them turning in quests, and it was coming back with Spanish like text. So it looks like I'm in another. And in my experience with people who don't speak the same language as you in this game, they will need your shit and not give a fuck. I feel like this... Oh, dude, I'm gonna be so pissed if this helmet drops and this druid needs it. I'm gonna fucking leave. Punch him in the dick. But again, I could just go buy the helmet. But I don't want to waste that much gold. I need that now more than anything. And I need dual spec. I need dual spec on this so that I can go try Enhancement Shaman once I hit 40 without having to go and respec every goddamn thing. Because respecking costs so goddamn much in this game. Why? Why, Blizzard? Why did you not make that shit cheaper? 5 gold every time you respec, it goes up. It gets to the point where you're paying, what, like 20 gold a respec? That's terrible. Oh, my gloves are very low. I should have repaired. Well, it's fine. I don't know whose idea it was to be like, yeah, well... Well, then again, when you hit Outlands, you make like 40 gold every dungeon. I'm not gonna, like, seriously, it's a lot. You make a lot of fucking gold in Outland. I realized that on my priest. My priest, I got like 108 gold just getting up to like level 63. Like 3 levels into that. It's like, oh shit. And he's a priest. He's not even a money-making class. But still. God damn it, I'm healing this shit. I actually have to somewhat pay attention now. I don't like that, man. See, when I was DPS and I literally could just like make it look like I was doing something and just kind of bullshit, but here I have to actually watch out. Damn, 2 warriors and a druid. I mean, that's strength totem, bro. These guys are 3 warriors. Oh no, a rogue. 2 warriors and a rogue. Yeah, that strength totem is absolutely necessary here. These boys are doing serious damage. Because basically it raises your strength by 20. Which is an insane buff. Insane buff. Spawns as well.
I need to get closer.
By the way, I need to see if my see if the Warcraft video got uploaded. Let's see how long that took. It did! Nice. Damn, we gotta play 2. Damn, it uploads fast. 69 videos. Nice. Very nice. Got my work schedule for next week too. I am stacked, boys. They gave me a lot of shifts, so I really have to utilize the next 2-3 days for streaming because I'm gonna be busy next week, man. Busy as fuck. I genuinely wonder if I'm gonna. Everyone's telling me to. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good money week. Plus I get paid next week too, so I have a check coming in. Which I'm not gonna lie, not to get too political, but once the president put that no tax on tips bullshit, me being, I'm a trainer where I work, so I get almost $5 an hour plus tips. believe it or not, when you pull some hours, I'll get a fucking couple hundred. I'll get like $100, $200 on a check sometimes, which is just a random little bump every, like, you know, other week. But with me streaming, sometimes I take off too many days that week and I get nothing. So yeah, it's gonna be a good money week in general, man. I'm gonna hope to make at least $1,000 or a little over $1,000 this week. That's not bad. Cause yes, this week, y'all, I did, with me getting sick and then me, you know, basically yesterday, like I said, it was busy, but I did leave work a couple hours early. So I this whole week, man, I've been slacking on the work aspect. So I do need to make up for it next week, man. Yeah, I'm basically not going to be rushing out of there as soon as I can to come home and stream, as much as I'm going to want to. So the streams will be happening a lot later this week. So just be prepared for that, boys. YouTube side, y'all are fine. Y'all are going to get the videos the next day around the same time as always. But on the Twitch side of things, yes, I will be. Which is, again, why I'm like, why the fuck? What's the point of trying to fix my sleep schedule if that's what my schedule looks like next week? I'm going to be up all night regardless. So it's like, fuck.
Power to the Forsaken.
We might have to do one more week of this fucking overnight shit, man. And then after we get another $1,000 or so in the bank, then we will go try to fix our sleep schedule. Fuck. I'm never going to fix my sleep schedule, boys. I didn't even think about that. Looking at next week's schedule, I was still going to go try to, like, adjust it on Monday, but there's no point with the schedule I have because I'm going to be up late. Fuck. I'm so ready for Magma Totem. The amount of AoE damage I do with that totem is just ridiculous. Where are the rare spawns? What the fuck? What a shitty cloak.
It's locked.
Well, what's he have right now?
I need to get closer.
What level do we need to be for? 70. We are literally one herbalism pick away from 70. We gotta find some Mage Royal or something in here. Or God forbid a Peace Balloon. Damn! Fuck, boys! Do you see these crits on these heals? A lesser healing wave got 306 healing. That's crazy. I don't see any rare spawns, which makes me sad. Boys, don't run out of my totems. Strength buff is a huge buff for y'all. I don't have to keep placing them. See, like, look, if they're all the way up here, I don't think they... No, they still get it, okay. weekly 6,400 gold? Jesus Christ, man. These people, that's why alchemy's badass, man. You put some of these flasks up in the auction house, man, you're making cash. Same with the wool cloth. I know that the wool cloths kind of died down. I remember back when TBC launched, I literally got enough gold on my druid to buy my dual spec just from selling stacks of wool cloth from low level. Like I was a druid, so I didn't need to level first aid. So I just kept sending all of my. Damn, that's really good. 9 intellect, 3 spirit, 3 stamina, 8 intellect, 6 spirit, improves critical strike rating by 12. Ooh, that's really good, boys.
That's to charge in.
Ooh. I think those are actually better than 48, 46, 5 stamina, 9, 3 spirit, 3 stamina, 8. My critical strike rating by 12, I'm needing that. That's actually pretty good. That's actually really fucking good, dude.
I'm not
it's level 26.
To use that.
Fuck. Either way. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. That's actually better than the Robes of Argol for what I got going on, because I want to crit. Because if I crit, I get that buff, the elemental focus buff, which is insane.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I just hit cure poison. I swear to God, if that druid takes the helm, I'm dipping. I don't know, something just kind of tells me that druid's gonna need on my fucking helm. He's a feral though, so if he does, I will be in my rights to leave. I'm just trying to be as friendly and positive as possible so that these shitheads, because the warriors can need it too. It is a blue helm, you know, and there's, well, no, because if these fucking warriors need it, considering that they can get the Tuscan helm here, that will be shitty. They will probably be doing it to sell. The only one that I can understand needing this is the feral druid, and even as a feral druid, I'm like, bro, if you need that shit, as a feral druid, I'm going to fucking rage on you. Because I am an elemental shaman. It's an elemental hood. Or like a resto druid hood, or like a, you know, nature druid hood, but neither one of them are that, so. Lock in there. So that dude does damage. Wait. Did we already kill the guy that I needed to kill? I think we did kill Razorflank. I think he is the boss that we killed a minute ago. Well, that body's gone. No. Because I don't think the body's just going to disappear if you have a... Alright, cool. Again, I'm just trying to be as positive as I can to these guys, because I swear to God, if this druid needs my helmet, I'm going to fucking freak out. Alright. A regular boss drop, it's like, whatever, you know. I can always come back, but a rare spawn drop? That's just cruel. But his name is like Earthcaller or something. Earthcaller Halmgar. Look for Earthcaller Halmgar. Wherever the fuck he is. I just finished my monster. Monster's not nearly as good when it goes warm. The best kind of monster energy drink is a cold monster energy drink. Hey! Back off my earth totem, you bitch. Damn, boys, a good 3-hour stream here. Locked in. Been streaming about 5 hours today. I'm very glad I was worried, y'all. Whenever I started downloading Warcraft 3, it was taking so long. I don't know why. I assume it's because I had Wi-Fi and all. Like, I had my iPad, my phone, my TV in the living room. Everything was connected to the Wi-Fi. Ooh. Very nice shoulders. One of them needs to need it, though, or I'm going to green on it. Okay, he needed it, so I will pass. Wow, those are nice shoulders, dude. GZ. Attaboy. But yeah, I was worried. Yeah, it is a great Saturday, brother. I'm glad you've been hanging out with us. But yeah, I was worried, because again, you know, I went to download Warcraft 3, and I was like, dude, it's a 20-year-old game, 23-year-old game. Like, there's no way it's going to take more than 20 minutes to download the whole game. Granted, it's a huge fucking game. 32 megabytes or whatever it is, gigabytes. But I was like, okay, I mean, it's going to take maybe 30 minutes max. I go, I make some food for the week, because I like to, you know, make food in bulk. And, damn it, no elites. And then, yeah, it took, like I worked out a little bit, like an hour and a half, and then I come back and it's not even at 30%. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not even going to be able to stream this shit tonight. And then what do you think it smells like in here? Your mom! But, yeah, man. So then I kind of turned all the Wi-Fi off, all the devices, and it instantly started fucking going fast. Which I'm very glad for. Because again, I've really been only streaming one game for the past like week and a half, being World of Warcraft, which feels really good to be back on my 2-game streak. I need to still play Power World. I haven't fucking touched Power World in a minute. Granted, Power World was kind of getting old. I mean, it's a great game, still. I would have probably enjoyed it way more if I wasn't streaming it, if I could just kind of like throw on a show and no-life it for a little bit. But, nonetheless, I really love streaming Power World. Ever since I started the Shaman journey, I haven't touched it, or any other game for that matter. I am fully dedicated to Azeroth right now, man. I don't know what it is. Which is crazy, because before that, I barely touched World of Warcraft for like a month. I swear, I leveled my mage a little bit, but like, it's weird how you go into these like WoW streaks, where you kind of no-life it for a while, and then you don't touch it for a while, and then you go back to no-lifing it. This fucking game, man. This fantasy world. I'm not even gonna call it the game. This fantasy world. Because it's not even like when I'm not playing the game, I want to watch World of Warcraft content. You know what I mean? Something about this game, man. This world of Azeroth. It's so good. I love that healing string totem, man. It just keeps everyone afloat. It's like a permanent rejuvenation. That as long as you stay in the radius, man, it's just gonna keep you up. A permanent heal over time. I love that. At least for, what is it, 2 minutes? It costs what? 40 fucking mana? It's nothing. Let's throw on a healing wave. Big heals. Ooh, a lot of aggro there. A lot of aggro I was gonna need Tremor Totem here, but I don't think anyone lets you see. God damn it, I need a rare spawn! Bring forth thy ass! We might just have to buy this goddamn helm. It's a really good helm. It's basically going to carry us all the way up to that, that leather helm we get from the quest reward from ZF. Manba. What is Manba? Oh, maybe he said mana. Manba? The fuck you call me, brother? The fuck you say? Okay. Gotta be careful for the silences over here. I do remember I did get this headpiece on my mage. I was leveling my mage, and we were doing this dungeon, or maybe no, it was my paladin. I got this. I think I got this on my paladin, one of them. And we were leveling this dungeon, and it was towards the back half of the dungeon is where we got it, because we had a shaman with us, and I remember specifically because the shaman ended up like being a douche and like left, or he didn't get his way. I think it was these legs up here. This boar boss behind this like purple wall dropped some really good enhancement shaman legs, really good leather legs in general for rogues, druids, for any leather class. And I think the rogue ended up winning the legs over the shaman, and he fucking left. He was pissed. He just left the dungeon. Which I understand if you're the only class that really needs the drop and you leave. Again, like if any of these fuckers need on that helmet, when I'm the one class that can use it the most, I'll probably leave too. But this dude just got outrolled by like a rogue who equally needed the legs just as much as he did. He's a fucking rogue. He needs agility just as much as the shaman did. If not more, actually, because he's a rogue. And then, no joke, I remember we all made a joke, or no joke, we all started laughing at the shaman because fucking 5 minutes later that rare spawn popped up and dropped a really good shaman helm. Because he threw a little bitch fit and left, he didn't get it. So I do know for a fact the helm will drop in the back half. I just don't know if rare spawns always spawn in the same spot. Or if they can spawn basically anywhere in the dungeon. You know what I mean? That's where I'm like, are we 2-8 here? Or is there still a chance? I know in the Scarlet Graveyard, you know, you get that blue helm for casters. I know he always spawns in about the same spot. That's why I feel like it's got to be within the same vicinity, you know? But I don't know, I just really, really want this one. I want this leather helm way more than I want the cloth one in, but if we don't get this one, the cloth one from Nomagana is our best shot. And if we don't get it in this run, I'll probably call it, you know, I might stream it to like 1:30, but I'll call it, and then I will go run some Nomicron dungeon off stream. Throw on some fucking anime or something. And then just grind that shit out and hopefully we can get it. If I do get that helm, I'm gonna go do some fucking more PvP. Most likely. Alright. So I could need these shoulders, but considering we have a rogue, I'm probably gonna not. Again, just because I'm not in an... Yeah, he can definitely use it. It's an upgrade from that for sure. I'm in an elemental shaman. If I was an enhancement shaman, I'd tell the rogue to get fucked. I mean, I can use these legs just as much as you. I need agility. Enhancement shamans need a lot of agility because it procs this shit right here. Flurry is an insanely OP talent. Nice. Alright, I will pass on that. Okay, see, I don't know. The fact that the druid didn't need on those legs tells me that he shouldn't need on the... Why didn't he need on those? Why didn't the druid need on those? He could have definitely used those, bro. Okay, maybe there's hope. Maybe he won't need on... Watch, if he needs on that fucking helm, but he didn't need on those legs, I'm gonna fucking rage. I'm gonna rage. He's gonna rage bait me right out. But he didn't, I mean, I don't know, that gives me hope. The fact that he didn't even take those, and He definitely is a class that could have used those strength and agility on a feral druid. Fuck yeah. Tells me he's probably just playing the game. He might have an alternate goal, and he might just go buy here. You know what I mean? So maybe there's hope. If we even get the luck. We gotta still find the rare spawn. And then hope that he drops the what level he needs. Because apparently there's a rare spawn that drops a bow as well. I didn't know. But those legs drop all the time. So he could also... Yeah, he's level 25. He could just be trying to grab it all the time. So who's the boss? Razorfenin. You gotta kill Razorfenin. I also just learned, I didn't realize that my spell power, the more intellect I have, the higher damage my fire totems do. I didn't know this. So that's another good thing about getting good int gear, is that my fire totems will end up doing way more damage based off of that int gear, which I had no idea. Very decently geared. Oh yeah, the rogue's fucking solid, dude. Where is the rare spawn? Probably will level up again before this dungeon's over. Okay, here's the boss. So Razorfenin. And it doesn't look like we got the rare drop, because this is the last boss in the dungeon. That sucks. Unless we get it during the escort, but I don't think we do. Which again, we might. Because again, I remember getting the last headdress after this boar, after this guy.
Got steel recharge in.
That drops the legs. So there is a chance. Charlga. What a stupid name.
Troublesome whelps! I'll teach you to interfere! You outsiders will pay for encroaching on our land!
Your land? You live inside a fucking bunch of brambles.
Bah! My power rules here!
Terrible, terrible land.
Our new allies will avenge us!
That is better than the... Yeah, I'm gonna need that, because that is better than the, That is better than the Seal of Sylvanas. Make a decision, y'all. XP, alright. Alright, following y'all. Alright, come on, boys. Let's finish this strong. Alright, maybe I can look up where this boss drops from. Ooh, she drops a couple things. So it's not even guaranteed that she's gonna drop the fucking... She also drops a staff. Damn. I didn't realize she dropped more than one blue item, too. That is a bummer. Imagine we find her, and she drops the fucking staff. That would be gnarly. Alright, so it shows... Bind when picked up, bind when picked up. So you can't even sell it. This NPC can be found in Razorfenin, Kraul. Yeah, so it looks like it's just randomly anywhere here.
What's up?
Alright. Well, shit, boys. There's still a chance, I suppose, that she can pop up, but not a high one. So if anything, we'll get a little bit of extra. Just a little bit. Oh no, you're good, brother. I was just kind of talking in general, just talking about the goddamn fucking helm that I really want. You know me, bro. I yap. I yap in general. I yap to anybody. I yap to anybody.
That spit isn't
Like I said, I always try to treat my stream, even if I'm talking to one person, no person, 3, 5, 7, 10 people, I will always treat it as if I'm talking to 1,000 people. I feel like that's just the best way, man. It's the best way to go about it. If I treat it like there's always thousands of people in here, eventually there very well may just be thousands of people. That is the way. But I gotta go take one myself, bro. That's why I'm like, I might have to call it after this. Genuinely. That's the only downside to dungeon grinding, is dungeon grinding is, I think it's just, Oh, I appreciate that, brother. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like I said, we're in this together, bro. You've shown so much support. I could never forget about you, bro. In this fucking together, brother. You best believe, like I said, if it's the point where I make some serious cash off this demo line, you best believe you will be compensated for all your support. That's just how it is. that might come years down the line. This is a long game. We really do, bro. Monster Energy. For real, I will sponsor you till I die. I will sponsor you till I overdose on Monster Energies. Like, I will do whatever it takes. I will get a Monster Energy tattoo on my ass. Or on my forearm. You send me that check. Sponsor the stream. I will get a mini fridge with the Monster logo, and I will place it right here. Right there. I will replace it exactly where my One Piece poster is, so that everyone can see Monster Energy every second of stream. I can too, brother, for sure, man. One day we'll have a big Monster Energy right under the webcam. It's gonna happen. It has to. One day, man. One day. I mean, at this point, I will take any kind of sponsor. Really, anything, any sponsor. I don't even care what it is. You know what I mean? As long as it's not anything outlandish that, like, fucking hurts kids or, like, you know, something crazy, then I will fucking sponsor it. I don't care. I'll do something. I mean, think about it. I hate alcohol, and I make a living selling alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to roll around in the mud a little bit, brother. I don't give a shit. Money's money. Bills have to be paid. What are the chances of this rare survival? Because it's real easy to grind out rares in Scarlet Graveyard because it's such a short dungeon. It takes 20 minutes total, you know what I mean? But this one, it takes a little time, especially with the escort.
Time is money, friend.
This little fucker takes a long time. Snufflenose wiggles his whiskers? Who the fuck is Snufflenose? A gopher? What the fuck? What is... It's a gopher? Where do you get this mini? It's literally just a rabbit mini without the ears. Blizzard, way to recycle your shit. Like, it's literally the rabbit miniature. They just cut the ears off. That's hilarious. That's how you utilize resources, Blizzard. Very well done. It's the exact same miniature as that's funny. It even runs like the rabbit does. That's fucking crazy. Wait. Damn it. I forgot to grab the head again. Holy fucking shit, boys. I am so goddamn bad at these dungeon quests. I literally said right before the fight, hey, this is where you get the heart. We killed the boss and I forgot to get the fucking heart. God damn, boys. I'm such an idiot. Oh, God. This means we can run it one more time for the lulls. We'll definitely be doing that one off stream. Oh, I'm so bad, man. I'm so bad. At least I know which boss it is now. Last time I didn't know which boss it was.
Not enough mana.
Not enough mana. Oh boy. I'm silly. I'm just a silly guy. Can't keep us down. I don't know. I feel pretty down the fact that I didn't get my headpiece, but it's okay. I now have one more shot because I gotta go do the dungeon again at some point. I might not do it tonight, but I do have to go do the dungeon again to turn in this quest, because I do know that this quest, any boss quest, and fuck, those shoulders are really good. 3 intellect, 10 spirit, 6 spirit. Yeah, I mean, the 6 spirit, so 3 extra spirit, 5 extra stam, in turn for increasing my spell damage and magical effects by 2. It's definitely good. And it feels looks cooler. Oh yeah, I think it looks better too. It kind of goes better with my armor set. Oh, I did get the... Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Nice. And the Death Speaker robes. I forgot about that.
That bag is full.
Okay, so we can get rid of... Fuck, what can I do? I guess I'm never going to use the Stinging Viper. I'm really not. I mean, it's just... It's a cool looking It's a cool looking weapon. I like the Diva. I like the proc. Poison every 7 nature damage every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. That's decent. But, I mean, the dagger's quicker, and the dagger gives me stats. So, now if that mace gave me, like, plus something spirit and the debuff, and the proc, I would probably be using that mace. But, the dagger, plus my staff's better for what I'm running, so I'll sell the mace. I guess this wasn't a complete letdown. We got good robes, and we got a much better finger. Plus, well, no, we didn't even kill the boss. We're gonna have to do it again. I was about to say, and I got some good shoulders after. Like, we gotta kill the boss. Goddamn heart. It's crazy. I literally said right before we fought the boss, hey, this is where you get the heart. And then it took us 70 seconds to kill the boss, and I already forgot. Like, I'm such a klutz.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the troll cheers. It just gets me so hyped. They all sound really good.
Das Dingo.
Das Dingo. Jaman. Well, shit, boys. I believe that is it. We just gotta go right here. Let's use... Oh, I was about to say, I can use Farsight to see if there's a... Part of me just wanted to see if maybe the boss... There's a rare spawn up there, but there doesn't seem to be. We've reached the end, brother. Well, there's going to be one more mob that comes right here. One more little mob right here.
Yes.
But yes, we have reached the end. And we've basically reached the end of stream, because I do think we're going to have to call it 3.5 hours. We put in some fucking work today, boys. But I do want to go fucking throw on some anime, drop a deuce, and relax. Fine.
Yeah, man.
Ta-ta, boys. Alright. Boom. Woo. Holy shit, lads. WW stream. Let's sell some of this shit.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm looking for a lot, baby girl. What you got to offer me? Alright, let's sell all this shit. Boom! 30, almost 31 gold, boys.
May your
We should-
blades never dull.
We should be able to go buy that headdress, but I don't know if we can. But we're gonna go see. We're gonna go see what's in the auction house. But I'm gonna go do all that here in a minute. But yeah, W stream, boys. Nitsua, it is always a pleasure having you along, bro. W Saturday night. I had an amazing day of streaming. Amazing day off. It was a really good day off. We'll be back to it tomorrow. Again, depending on how early I wake up. If I can wake up at a decent time, then I will be streaming some Warcraft before work. But tomorrow is Sunday, which means it is Game of Thrones night. So, you know, we are definitely going to be streaming tomorrow. Again, looking at my work schedule, I'm gonna be working late all week, which means I'm going to be streaming late, which means this is probably not the week to try to fix the sleep schedule. It's just not. I mean, if I'm just being realistic, it's not going to happen. So we will be streaming throughout the night for the rest of the week. But again, tomorrow when I get off, tomorrow I'm going to try to stay a little later, make some money, which means when I get off, I'm going to watch Game of Thrones because it's a new episode and there's only 2 episodes left, so shit's kind of going down and I don't want to miss anything. So we will be streaming pretty late tomorrow. Now, again, if I wake up early, we'll do a little bit of Warcraft 3 before work, and then we'll do the regular TBC after work. If not, when I get off work, we're going to be streaming Warcraft 3. Because I'm going to be thinking about that game all day tomorrow. I already know it. And then Monday, Tuesday, we're off. We're going to be streaming a lot. Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to be streaming a lot earlier. So probably like 5 o'clock p.m. for the Warcraft stream, and then, you know, carrying on into the TBC stream. But yeah, gonna be a good week, y'all. We're making some serious progress. Our shaman's finally getting up there. W stream, W support. Shouts out to Nitsua. Shouts out to Wesker. All the bros that tune in almost every time. Yeah, guys, YouTube, if you like what you like, drop a like, leave a comment, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and of course on the Twitch side of things, all I ask for is a follow. That way you guys can be notified anytime we go live. I am Trevbytes, live almost every single night, and that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Until next time, ta-ta.